Saturday!
All right, episode 14. Welcome back. So, who wants to do a brief recap? All right, so you made it to Elise.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, we did.
And you spent time.
Yeah, would you like to get the summary?
And you spent time in Elise consulting the sages. Each of you were given one free question.
We got to share a while and listen.
Many of you asked questions regarding the Sword of Air in your quest. Some of you asked more personal questions.
Do you remember what the guy's name was?
Deckard Dane?
Alright.
Yeah.
Trevor.
And so there was some interesting information brought to light. Most importantly, that the key to finding the lost city of Sen lies in an ancient book. Does anybody remember what the book was called?
Yeah, it's this really weird one. The Shaga
Compendium.
Yeah.
Yes.
You had
like
it written
my
down.
house.
Limiting no.
Deckard
Yeah,
Dane.
Okay,
it's
just checking.
Like from
No, I know.
The
I just thought you said
SS
Eckerd Dane or Keckerd Dane. I wasn't
Deckard
sure.
Dane. Because it's
Shag-
originally-
Yeah, no, I know. I got
The
it.
Shag has podium.
Just wanted to be sure.
Shagaspondia.
Shagaspondium.
Bondium.
Tomato.
The shack.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not.
Yeah.
rhino hide that tone.
Yeah, I'm
That
not
holds me.
picky about the name. If you say something close to it, I'll know what you're talking
Okay.
about.
The SS Shagancy.
Yeah.
The Shagalimiting
Shagasarangium.
Okay.
Worcestershire sauce.
Okay.
So, you've discovered that the key to finding the lost city of Sen,
Yes.
and possibly a lot more information regarding the Sword of Air, lies in the book. Where the book is exactly, they don't know. They also don't know its last location, so you would be basically purchasing for a divination of sorts, magically connecting with some form of greater deity or outsider who has the ability to locate objects, and then they would be able to tell you where the book is. I believe the kobold had questions and couldn't pay for them, and so he was gassed to fulfill one task from the city, and was kind of press-ganged into
Killing some gnolls.
killing some gnolls.
I just realized the second time you had this happen.
Yeah.
And it didn't end well the first time, from what I've heard.
It's expensive.
I wasn't here at the time. Something about a dragon.
Red
Yeah, we
Dragon.
didn't have to do much though.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Neither do I.
So, the group has realized that your destination is very, very far away. It is in the Howling Fortress. I don't believe there was a lot of information available regarding the Howling Fortress.
We know it was an abandoned prison, which is no longer abandoned.
And
There
now
was
it's
a couple
being
guys
used more
chilling
as a
there.
fortress than a prison.
Yes.
To
And
keep
it's
people
being
out, not
occupied
in.
by, yeah,
And we're
and it's
looking
being
for
occupied by gnolls.
30
30 guards? Yeah, it was 30 men.
30
right?
soldiers.
Yeah,
of
we were
30,
going
30
to
men at arms
portal
ventured
over
into
there.
the Dragon Hills. That was the last time they were seen. And their information has them that they've been either captured by or sold to the gnolls of the Howling Fortress. And the gnolls are taking them back.
And here they were just being good men trying to raise their children, and now someone's going to bring back their skulls.
Yes.
Why did they travel into the Dragon Hills again? I know that the people from Elise didn't like people going into the Dragon Hills. Were you ever going to
Yeah, there's a moratorium from Elise going into the Dragon Hills. There's been a lot of activity and conflict between a few dragon families. There's not a lot of details surrounding it, but something has happened, and Alicia doesn't want anyone associated with the town going into the hills and invoking the ire of the dragons
I mean,
to bring their wrath.
who would have
and ruin upon the
imagined,
town.
one of the
Whoa.
greatest, most, handsome dragons just vanished and left this giant power vacuum that would have created conflict.
Am I the only one concerned that we shouldn't be bringing dragons back with us? And
That's why we're teleporting. We just poof.
Powerful.
We're teleporting
yes.
there. We're not teleporting back.
No, we
You are
have
teleporting
scrolls.
back.
Oh, sorry, we have scrolls.
Yeah.
that's why we have
We
to
haven't
bring
gotten
so
those
many
yet.
bags
You
of
haven't
holding.
teleported yet,
We
but
haven't
you,
gotten them yet either.
you haven't gotten them yet.
Correct.
But the deal is that you've helped produce 3 scrolls of teleportation that will deliver you somewhere near the Howling Fortress, and then you'll be able to get inside, find out who's there, rescue prisoners, and teleport them back. So, you've been told that the scrolls can teleport about 38 people for your getting out. That's 19 per scroll. Okay? So keep that in mind as you make your preparations. If you are in light or medium load, you count as 1. If you somehow manage to reduce yourself, like with a reduced person, you will count as 1/2.
Oh.
Right? If you are large, you count as 2. If you are in your heavy load or fully encumbered, you count as 2. And then it shifts up so that a large encumbered person would count as 4. 3.
We should
How do
probably
you
know that.
calculate that?
So every item in the game is given a weight allowance. You will cross-reference what your strength score is versus some other, basically just like miscellaneous Boolean information, like whether or not you have a masterwork backpack, whether or not you have mule haul straps, and whether or not you have ant haul cast on you. I think there's a couple of other things, like whether or not you're a quadruped, that affect your carrying capacity. Once that is determined, the chart spits out what your light, medium, and heavy loads are. Earlier today, in the Discord channel, I asked you all to basically do an audit of your own character sheets, get an idea of what your weight currently is, and also divvy up what you are leaving here on the carts and what you are bringing with you. This is important for multiple reasons. You're going to be rescuing prisoners.
Yeah.
If you have any intention on getting them up to fighting speed and having them help you clear the fortress, you'll need to bring rations and weapons, which
It's
all
all
weigh something.
Yeah.
I do have a question. Do potions weigh anything? Because I saw some say they did and some say they didn't.
We're going to say that each potion's 1 pound,
Okay.
regardless of the
Yeah.
potion.
Liquid.
Well, it's also the glass and the stopper, the wax, anything associated with it.
So,
Still, though.
That's 7 pounds of
it's
potion.
time to
already.
pack.
I mean, like they're like Red Bull size.
Well, we're not going to
Yeah.
be camping stuff, so that can stay on our wagon and
That's
cart.
fine, but we still
Our
have
wagons,
to carry
yeah.
all of our rations.
I mean, we should still bring our bed up.
The
just
chart's
in
page
case.
171.
Yeah. Now we're all thinking tic tac, click clack.
We're
Yeah,
not
they
bringing.
worked real hard this entire time carrying all our stuff, and now we got to carry it.
No, we bring all the stuff, right?
Yeah, we're good.
Why don't you climb down off that
How many-
cross,
30
build a bridge, and get over to
I
it?
was about to say 30 sets of armor or fighting.
I'll ride the
could
cart
fit
over.
the bag of holding.
Well,
So we'd have.
we don't have any armor to bring. We sold them. But if they
That's-
find some,
Well, by the
Let's say
way,
weapons on site.
I'm at dead on 60 pounds if I'm only bringing my current adventuring gear and not, my bedroll.
all on the cart.
Okay, make sure to
3
incorporate
pounds.
your armor.
That is 50 pounds for my full plate, 8 pounds for my greatsword,
Okay.
and 2 pounds for my whetstone and my cloak of protection 2.
Okay, and
Right.
then you're not bringing like rations, your bedroll, your backpack. You're not bringing any of that stuff. No robe, no pitons, no torches.
Nope.
None of that. All right.
Well, I have dark vision, and
I'm just-
they have been covering the food so far, so I
Insert
haven't really
me.
needed to.
I have dark vision. I have dark vision. I have dark vision. Does anyone have a bag of holding you need to wait for before I close this page? Because I have them all right here.
I have my own personal bag of
Yeah, let's
holding.
should
I will
hold
take
2
all of
ones
my
and a 3.
wine out, my really expensive, nice wine out of
But you
it.
can't
Yes, I
drink
do
because
have
you're a
one.
minor.
Which
No,
one?
no.
One,
Oh,
2,
I
3.
was
minor.
holding
Do you know
it
how
because
much-
I found it and I was going to
Just
sell
out
it.
there, do you know how much
The 50
leatherworking
pounds.
tools weigh? Because I
15
couldn't
pounds,
find
6
like actual
No,
like
50.
15 pounds.
It holds 50 pounds.
All
I
of the
don't know.
non-essential stuff.
I think that's the
Actually, I tried to think of it.
That's a minor
The
one.
51, yeah, that's 3 pounds on you.
3 pounds? Okay.
Yeah. That's what I figured I'd pull out real quick because I know people
Yeah.
don't usually
Oh,
have a bag of holding.
darn,
This is it.
I can't carry my hunting traps.
I mean, those are actually pretty handy though.
Yeah.
Bear trap in the hallway.
Anyway,
But yeah, that's the main reason that this is important is because I am going to be picky about what you bring back. So if you go in light, it increases the capacity of things you can bring out. So in this case, we're also going to be doing an audit post dungeon crawl.
How long do we think we're going to be gone for?
That's
We don't know.
As long as it
you
takes.
have you have no idea.
With the way this group is before, we're probably thinking this can be in and out. That's like the manor. We just ain't got out.
yeah.
And we
we
have
should have got a
teleportation.
collapsing
We can always
wheelbarrow.
just drop rations. So you take all the rations and you drop them whenever we're leaving.
Yeah,
We can
We would
leave.
we would leave our rations. If we're going on a rescue mission, why would we bring our...
Because
why
it
would
could
we
be
bring-
more
We're
than
just going to go in and out.
Do you ever
Well-
see the movie Black Hawk Down?
Yeah.
I actually, my father actually learned guitar from one of the people on that mission.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
It might be one.
I know the lesson you're talking about.
Maybe to
Oh
put
yeah, we're just gonna go right in.
maybe put 60.
You don't need body armor, man. Bring
60
it in.
rations in one of the bags of holding. 60 rations in case we are there extended or have to feed 30 guards, give them some energy.
I'm
That's
sorry.
fine.
I've heard Noel, if cooked correctly,
How
is
much?
delicious.
How much does a ration weigh? 2 pounds each, right?
Pound each.
A pound each.
It should be in the book. Put in the bag of holding.
How much food?
You got
Yeah, I'm the pack though. I've accepted my.
You have a bag of
Alright,
holding, right?
pound,
Yes.
2 pounds.
I have a minor one.
Just
He is the big one.
just note that you have 60 rations in that bag.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna check
That's
it.
and that's the important thing is I want to make sure anything that is being left on the cart isn't going to be confused with things that you've brought with you.
I'm leaving my
120.
wine.
That's fine.
Bring
All of
10
it.
more.
You should
I'm
leave the
gonna
bird. Those are
keep mine.
heavy.
Just keep that on me in case we find anything that we bring back with us that I don't want to count towards our.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just because gold and loot is heavy. So
Okay.
if you
I can hold 50 pounds.
Just so
in my
everyone's
bag,
aware,
so
a
that-
bedroll weighs 5 pounds.
Yeah.
I'll be bringing my masterwork bed.
How much does a bag of holding make something weigh?
Now it's
Nothing,
65.
right?
well, it's regardless of the contents of the bag always weighs a set amount.
That's what I thought.
Even when empty, the bag will weigh.
So
a
your
set
minor
amount.
bag is 3 pounds.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
And actually, that does bring up a question. 'Cause I assume this discussion's happening on the third night before the next day when we get everything.
Sure.
Do we want to go right in the morning, or do we want to prep a little more? And
I'm not leaving until I get my information.
well, you still have 2 more days on your question, right?
Yeah.
You can get your information and come back. It'll be great.
Oh, no,
Be
I'm
there,
not
be
leaving.
back, boom.
I'm
Right?
saving until I get it.
Why?
Because I want to know my answer in
would
case
you?
what happens if I die. I want to know what.
If we
Alright.
go,
And they,
who you were. It's who you
the
are,
sooner we go,
man.
the more likely.
they're alive.
We'll bring people back.
I know the journey. Come on.
But on the flip side, spending a day or two, we could
Sometimes you could
supply up more. I could create a few more things that could help the group. You guys could do some more research. Maybe prepare for whatever's up there. We know it's more cold up there, right? I believe you said.
Yes.
So we know more cold type creatures are probably, but we're inside a fortress, so not as much.
You'll be protected from the elements for the most part inside the fortress, but that doesn't mean that if you decide to abandon a particular type of assault, you may be roughing it in the hills for a few days. in the cold.
That's okay. I have a cloak of resistance +2.
So then the question is, do we wish to leave in the morning or
Midday.
hold off a day or two?
I would say midday.
Well,
if
we're also
going
going
to
after
bed.
the fortress. Should we try for a stealthy approach? Like
How
maybe
much is-
leaving at night?
How much is cold weather gear?
We're not allowed to ask those kinds of questions because we can't stealth.
Correct. I mean, you guys would know that gnolls are
They have dark vision.
well.
So do I.
It's not so much that as they're intelligent enough to know that regardless of whether you attack during the day or night, they'll have guards.
Yeah, they probably rotate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Oh, they're 1 pound.
8 gold pieces.
Okay.
What?
I do have one question. Is there any chance that I will get to grab Gauss and do get him?
No.
Damn.
So who?
On a side note, that could
Could
you
you
plus
launch
5
him?
circumstance bonus on fort save against exposure to cold
He's
weather.
injured.
Plus
Get
5
him.
circumstance on this?
Against cold weather.
I
Okay.
no.
So
you have to make a force save with it
because I
on,
bought
you get a
cold
plus
weather
five.
gear.
Okay.
So who had cold?
Oh
who
wait,
didn't
you
have
bought gold gear for
I
him?
bought all of the.
That's
stuff.
right. I told you to get me, so he already got you. Don't have to
I
do
already
it.
had.
Yeah. So I know I didn't have to buy it for you.
Well, I didn't have cold weather gear. I have a very sparse character sheet.
So
How much does it weigh?
that's a good question. I was about to ask.
I will find out right now for
That
everyone.
book in front of you will tell you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but
I've heard
I
of
wanna
that
open
book.
it.
I got it.
Shoot, I was smart enough when I already labeled
See if
everything.
your internet
when I
is
was,
faster
when
than
I first
mine.
put everything
Fingers
in, whether
and
it was going in
eyes.
the bag of holding, belt pouch, or.
I did
Let's
too,
find
but I
out.
didn't
Those
check.
could be
Clothing
weights,
and
so that's
containers.
about it.
Grenadier, did you have cold weather gear?
No.
Alright, I'll throw you a set of
Cold weather
gear.
gear weighs
Oh,
7
Ross, did you have
pounds.
a set of cold weather? 7
Darn,
pounds.
well, I'm gonna
Jesus.
have to
Seven
Did you
pounds.
have some cold weather gear?
No.
I tossed.
But it only cost 8 gold.
So
if you
it
have
costs
rations
3
on
pounds
there,
for me
you
'cause
can
I'm
lose
small,
some of
right?
them.
Oh, by the
And we're back. So, a brief break, going over some carrying capacity rules with the group, going over Masterwork Backpack, Haul cords, etc., as well as getting everybody in the know about what their different carrying capacities are. So again, this is important because of what could potentially come out of the dungeon. After you teleport, and go in. You'll do your adventure. On the way out, we're going to do another inventory audit. So just keep that in mind. Just make sure you're tracking things and the weight as you go. There was a request for some information on the research for where you're going. So Steve, if you'd like to roll, you can roll knowledge history.
Well, are we doing that? And waiting a day?
Leaving Steve behind?
Apparently we are.
Steve is adamant about not even leaving until he
Alec
gets
is
all
adamant.
of the information.
That's something we gotta decide on for the next day or not.
Yeah.
Have I gotten the scrolls?
No.
Okay.
We can't leave till we get the scrolls.
Gotta drop my money off for me.
scrolls.
We should not be leaving with money.
Probably a bad idea. So,
You guys have money? Oh, great.
Yeah.
the question still is, are we leaving right away? Or are we gonna hold off and research, prepare any further? Because the things I would be doing are gonna take at least 4 hours.
Yeah. I have a
One
question.
item.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm just saying, that's all I'm gonna take, so we're gonna do it.
Yeah. Would Elise have any like documents about the prison we're going to, or the fortress we're going to, like blueprints or anything? Like
Yeah,
maps?
in the library they would.
Yeah. So Grandier's gonna head there and see if he can find anything.
Okay. Roll knowledge history.
And this is gonna go great because it's the first roll of the night. Oh god.
I guess that's a
here we
yes.
Got it one.
Set. It's all coming.
I mean, it's not that
7.
Okay. So you would know general information about the Howling Fortress. It used to be called Muirgard because it was a prison complex that was run by the Church of Muir. M-U-I-R.
M-U-I-R.
Yes. Muir, you would know, is allied with Tyr.
Okay.
He or she, depending on the incarnation, is the deity associated with righteousness and virtue, and is the god or goddess of paladins. Like, a majority of paladins choose Muir as their chosen deity.
And this used to
young
be a
creative
temple
one.
team?
A what?
Baby's first deity.
Yes, it used to be a temple prison complex that the paladins would bring extraplanar entities that they didn't immediately know how to destroy, or like various evil entities that they couldn't somehow vanquish were brought here and held beneath the fortress.
And heretics.
Yeah. So a lot of bad stuff that the paladins didn't quite understand or know how to take care of got brought here.
Can I look for any information to see if anything was left there? Because now it's been
Yes.
abandoned.
You know a few things. The Howling Fortress is actually... It has been nicknamed that. It is still officially known as Muirgard. But the nickname Howling Fortress has come from recent years of the Gnoll occupation. There is some type of ritual that the Gnolls do that they all begin to wail and howl at the moon in a uniform fashion. It happens sporadically, and they believe that it's involved in some type of blood magic, as the clan that is dominant in occupation of the fortress is known as the Blood Clan.
I didn't sign up for no blood magic.
No one
Knowledge.
signs up for blood magic.
Arcana?
I mean, it happens.
Sure.
Oh, you know, blood magic just happens.
Nice. Alright.
You would also know that the nearby city of Apothalassos is an Amazon city. It is here, nestled in the Bentwood, and it is the closest establishment to the Howling Fortress.
Okay.
The Amazons they have an active bounty for anybody willing to go and investigate the fortress. There's also been several missing trade caravans, as this was once a prominent military road leading from Apothalassos to the various cities up here in the north that crosses the mountains. Those missing caravans have also been kind of fixated on, and various merchant guilds are also paying for adventurers to go investigate the fortress.
Alright, so we have a couple different bounties we could look for.
You could, yes.
How far is the city from the fortress? Like, travel-wise?
150, 200 miles.
3 or
Doesn't
4
matter, man.
days.
Amazon.
3 or 4 more days.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We don't have the cards or anything.
And then every day we wait, it's closer to this ritual. So, knowledge Arcana 17. Do I know anything? Suspect anything?
Well, blood magic is mostly associated with necromancy and undeath. If the original occupants of the temple did not fully vanquish or destroy everything in the lower crypts before the temple was abandoned, it's very possible that the gnolls have allied themselves with some type of dark presence that has taken over in the absence of the paladins of Muir. So the blood magic and the ritual could be associated with some type of ancient evil that still lingers beneath the fortress.
But I'm not at the fortress.
You're not. You're
Yeah.
here in Elise. You're in this, like,
They
most
say
chaos
he is
to
the
kill.
great evil.
I know.
of Fortress.
Who's a
Oh.
clever boy?
Oh, there you go. I get it now.
But you see, it's the greatest evil at the fortress current.
So
Gotcha.
potentially we could at least do what we're going to do and cash in on bounties afterwards.
Potentially.
Potentially, because going out our way to the city, it would still be quite a bit of travel to get from that city to the fortress.
I
in
would
which
say
case we don't
one
have-
other thing that may interest you. Oh, actually, it may also interest you as well, as a Knight of Coin. There is an artifact that used to belong to the Church of Muir. It is known as the Shield of Amonfer. And the shield is a set piece of an ancient reliquary suit of armor that only distinguished and virtuous paladins had the grace and honor to wear. And the set has since been lost. And the shield piece is rumored to be lost within the Howling Fortress.
Shield of what?
How am I
Shield of
feeling?
Amonfer.
Dust.
Hmm?
It's probably buried under some
It's
dust.
virtuous.
Yeah, but
I'm not really that. But I mean, I mean,
still your temple would appreciate returning it.
it sounds to me like a lot of money for the temple,
Yes.
at the very least, for a more virtuous paladin than myself,
Or at the very least return
a more
relic to the
paladin-y
temple.
paladin.
Or anybody proficient with shields.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
Two-handed all the way for Grandier.
same here.
If you're willing to turn down a relic level shield because you want to keep your +1 falchion,
I
be
mean,
my guest.
at a relic level
Here it
shield,
comes
it
in.
depends on what it does.
I'll wear the shield.
Yeah.
like
I
that.
might switch
That
to
face.
longsword.
Yeah. All right.
Just
Is there
turn-
anything else you would like to know about the region?
Is the
Yeah, do you
shield
mind if I
the
make
cause?
I'll make a knowledge local.
That's what I was actually looking for, yeah.
It would be
digital
more
blueprints.
appropriate would be history because you were not.
I'm
in
more
the
worried
region.
about the terrain.
Okay, you could do knowledge local for the terrain.
That's the engineering.
That's blueprints.
Natural 20 on the knowledge.
That's
history was like
engineering.
34.
All right. So most importantly,
Archetype system.
you know that there is some type of entity buried in the Howling Fortress that is associated with Rappanathic.
What the fuck is Rappanathic?
So,
Roll a religion check.
yeah, roll knowledge religion. I'll let you
sorry,
carry the
Steve, I
20.
didn't mean to do that to
On
you.
a nat 20, what would you get on knowledge religion?
Knowledge religion, that'd be a 25.
So,
You have enough rings in it?
there
I
are.
had, I'm
Oh
good.
wow.
Yeah, it's just fine.
How do you
myself,
spell
it's fine, fine.
So, you would know
Oh,
that.
How do you spell Rappanathic?
27 on my
I don't
knowledge
think
religion.
I
so
don't
it's
think I brought the
French.
book. RAPPAN
That makes sense. right?
space
Oh, well, come here, young man. Tell you that.
ATHUK.
Hey, there's a guy buried down there that likes
Yeah.
Rabbanash. Who
It
the
is-
fuck is Rabbanash?
Rappanathic.
And I start beatboxing because it's
RAPPAN.
rapping.
Rappanathic. 2 words.
Yeah, he's rapping right
He's
there.
a Rappanatic. Addict. He's a Rappanatic.
Anyway, you would know that Rappanathic is known to be the birthplace of Orcis.
Wait, what?
Again?
So, you know Orcus is the demon prince of necromancy and
Yeah.
undeath.
Yeah.
In this setting, he is closer to a full deity than he is a greater demon. Rappanathic, along with a few other spots throughout the Lost Lands, are rumored to be strongholds of necromancy. In this case, based on your knowledge history check, one of the entities that the Paladins of Muir failed to fully vanquish is somehow associated with Rappanathic. You're not too sure, but you would assume that it is a strong necromantic-based entity.
It's a lich.
Well, yeah. So that's there.
Feeling it.
So you're saying
These gnolls might be working or under control or something, maybe working for this fucking thing.
Like a
And
necromancer or something.
sacrificing these.
So necromancer usually means undead, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Dylan,
Well, good
can you do
thing.
that? Stop above
It's not above it.
it. Above.
That's why it's not mosquitoes.
What's the same thing?
And then to the middle for push.
Any other questions? Oh, you did a knowledge local about the terrain.
15.
15. It is northern climate. You're not. You're by no means in the Arctic Circle,
Okay.
but you are. It is definitely a cold environment. The desert to the east is like a tundric desert. So you're encountering
more like
things.
scrublands and things of the sort.
Yes. You are, however, in what you would know as frost giant territory. Frost giant and white dragon. It's cold enough for them to live and thrive in the area.
Mountainous terrain, mountainous terrain.
It would be
Guys,
mountains.
what about I'm going for pass.
Low rolling hills on the western slopes of the mountains here. And then, as you get closer, very rapid ascension into the peaks.
Just realized the teleporting where we want, we might arrive. at the
Does
same
anyone have any
descent.
climbing gear?
I've got the hands.
Other than
I've got
the
grappling hook and rope.
grappling hook, rope? No
I got a grappling hook.
pitons?
I got my
Ice
my
picks.
spider powers from my turn of spider.
I also
You're
have
not a
explorer
spider
pack.
anymore.
Explorer pack come
I got
with
this.
No.
No, I don't
I
have
have
a
spider.
Anyway,
Your
in,
spider.
in true Pulp Fiction fashion, wait, we have a remnant of Orcis there on top of that mini gnolls.
I mean, I wouldn't say remnant, but potential ally.
Yeah, we should have holy avengers for this shit.
Probably. I mean, I can make holy water.
Actually, speaking
Great, the
of,
house on fire. And the house next door is on fire. Let me go shoot a squirt gun at
I actually have
It's like, hey, yeah.
Hey, damage is
Hold it.
Hey, look, there's a tank coming. I brought my 22.
it. Yeah.
It'll do something.
It'll make a nice sound when it hits it.
Yeah.
It'll make the guys inside go.
Did we just forward pop?
Ding.
Yeah, you're gonna shoot and hopefully it ricochets off and kills
How much would climbing gear?
Climber's kit, and probably in the ballpark of 5 to 10 gold.
you. And probably weighs something.
Yeah.
Does anyone have 5 to 10 gold for climbing gear?
Ooh, sorry, I'm a little
That's
skint right now. I only have 3,300 gold pieces.
Alright, I get climbing.
hey,
Oh,
Did you still
Climber's
have it?
kit, 80 gold
Huh?
pieces.
you know, if you
5
throw
pounds.
anything, he would have caught that better.
How much would a holy avenger cost? Probably more than I.
But yes, I can help you.
Sorry, I can't
It's
throw
80
anything.
gold.
It's 80 gold?
And it's 5 pounds. But yes,
don't
I can
even
get
have
it
to
for
answer.
you.
I already know way more than I have.
Still putting 10 to that.
Okay.
Alright, so we have climbing gear for
Maybe
2
a plus
people.
one holy
That's
avenger.
probably enough. I think.
Well, I mean, the climber's kit can be shared if you're climbing one at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, if that's the case, then it would just be better to use one set. Do you have
Unless
like
you're
the
in a
full
hurry.
set?
But we
Yeah,
might
unless you're in a
want to
hurry.
go up one at a time. Because
I don't
Not
know
everybody's
one,
a
but
great
I can buy
shooter.
one. I have gold.
Okay.
That's why I was saying it. I
oh, by
can
the
buy
way,
it for you.
a dog's cold weather gear weighs 6 pounds. Should be a weight.
Noted.
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 Wait, are you all gonna just wear dog cold weather gear? Just
Yeah,
walk
let her
on your
wear it.
hands and
Yeah,
feet?
why not?
I'm just trying to let her know because she would actually buy cold weather gear for her dog.
Little
Unlike
booty.
certain people with birds.
Once you put the little booties on Asher, does he like do the thing that dogs do?
First and foremost, Asher wear no booties. Secondly,
Booties.
Okay.
Bruce, I promise we're not gonna put booties on you.
That's a lie. That's a bold-faced lie.
he's like, I'll wear booties for pizza.
Based on what we're
I'll put
hearing,
on the soda can helmet.
Van's gonna start giving out some of his extra stuff. He's gonna give each of you 5 vials of holy water that he had racked up on for the desolation since he didn't end up using it. Could be
That's
useful.
5 more pounds.
How does
That's 5 more pounds.
Do you not want it?
5
how does
pounds.
a
5
man
each?
who shoots
Yes.
things-
Actually,
I
I
have like
powder.
50 of them I made for the
Holy
desolation,
You
but we
know,
were just
you
like,
use
oh,
it
you
as
just
a
go
thrown
through them.
weapon.
I'm like, okay, I'll
Splash
just hold on to
Wait,
these.
these are the holy weapons?
Holy water,
Water?
not holy weapon ball.
Yeah, holy water counts as acid against
Those are so
undead.
much
Okay.
better.
But we're not
So-
expecting
Just
it.
like
The holy
over the
bomb.
wait,
Holy
well,
this is
holy
Dylan,
bomb
yes,
that I
we-
have.
It will coat 10 pieces of ammunition, for 1 minute.
Would the
Look
bomb
at me.
wet the powder?
Go fetch my +1 holy
I'll say no.
and I'll give you
Okay.
You can use it with the musket. It's okay.
Alright.
You still
Wait.
have that, right?
Are you
Yeah,
gonna
I
pour
never
it down
used
the barrel or
No,
onto
no,
the
no, no.
ammunition?
Well,
bed?
this is still just a bonus of 5 vials of holy water on everyone.
Alright.
I still have the holy bomb.
Yeah, I saw
Vials
the
did
I'm
not
leaving
fall.
that here.
I gave you mine too, correct?
Yes, I'm leaving that here as well.
I would take that with us.
Well, you've got the bag, good sir.
Alan.
I've got to keep my weight skinned.
This
To
seems to be working
liberate
for you.
the fortunes.
So I'm going to
distribute
hand
to people.
you a little satchel, and it will be 4 vials of acid, 5 alchemist fire,
Because I've been using like 2 spells.
and I'm going to give you the holy water.
I read it once, I thought I could get 2 per day.
That's it for now.
No.
You're not going to give away any of that songbird?
We went over this
No,
last
that's going to
week.
be on shots. I only have 3 of them too.
We did.
So,
Spellcasters who have fire magic.
Yeah.
Would you like Synopsis Fire to boost that fire magic?
How'd that work?
It will boost Burning Hands, Fireball, Flaming Sphere, Protect from Energy,
yes.
Resist Scorching Ray,
I should have wrote it right here.
Go.
Yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah, I'm getting
Then I'll give you 5 Alchemist Fire. It's a power component, so you replace your material component, or you add with it. Same thing for you,
So like
Isha?
when I use the acid arrow, it's
No.
for every 3 levels you have
No.
I think I
in
only
like
have one.
wizard, you get an extra
That's not really gonna
damage
work.
round on
Okay.
it. So like right now when I do it, I do damage. Next round they take damage and then it's done. But if I use a vial of acid as my material component with it, I'll do damage. Next round it does damage. The next round it does another round of damage, and then it's
No wonder.
and then it stacks whatever I level up with, which is gonna be awesome.
and
When
what-
I hit level 6, it'll do it 3 times with.
And I gave you that stuff last time, so you already have that.
Correct room? No.
Okay.
So it goes back to my original question.
One of them.
Of what?
We do, or whenever left.
Yes. Yes. How many
Oh, you're
can
immediate?
I just pick from my
Fine.
spells?
We still count as one.
While this research was going on,
trying
was
to-
this another
I
day?
can cast 3 of any spell.
It can be,
But you
yeah.
have to
Yeah,
prepare
let's make it like
3
that.
times. If you want to do it 3
Because
times.
then I get my answer.
Oh,
the
okay.
next
So
day.
it's just based off how you spell.
Okay, then in that case I'll be correct.
Cool. Yeah, understand that now. And this +1 is the domain spell. Then am I like, that's why
The
I'm
vet that
+1
during that day of
all
crafting and all that
This is the
shit,
domain.
I would
Dang, it
approach.
makes so much more sense because I thought you could only prepare
Buddha.
spells, like
Nope.
certain spells and only
Okay.
use them certain times.
Right, well, you can. And that certain number of
No.
times is 3 for level 1. 2
What
level
do
2.
Yeah, but I can mix it up. It just has to be prepared.
Borrow some money from you, okay?
Look at goddamn!
Can they hit a low?
You're a knight of coin for 2 sessions! And now everybody's like, hey, let me hold 5 gold.
Oh, no, it's a little bit more than that. It's 2,000.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah,
That'd be the equivalent of asking somebody for a $200,000 loan.
which you do all the time. It's called a mortgage.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you only do that once or twice in your life.
This is a
But
the first.
this is the first time he's done it.
So much more
Yeah.
sense than
I'm gonna need to see your credit score.
It's very bad. This is his first loan. He's only.
Wait,
No
you're
illusion
under-
magic?
Anyway, what do you need it for?
I wanted to craft this item
You
that's
guys
gonna
have
make
any
me
at
a
home?
little smarter.
No.
It'll make it to where maybe I can.
I mean, it's useful.
More
but need is a
spells.
strong
Yeah.
word.
Right, do I need to prep it?
You want to craft an item that's going to make
Probably
you
not today.
smarter.
Yeah, and I need about
Because
2,000
if we get
gold
all
to
the
do it.
soldiers, it's probably gonna be like a 2-day mission. So
Yeah, more than one. That's
How
why we're
long
running
does it
like
take this
60
item
days
to
for
craft?
missions.
About a
Well,
week.
right, well, when
Well, then you can have it when
I
we
already
get
looked
back.
it up.
well, after.
Well, then I'll give it to you when we get back.
That
Deal.
I have
that
no
doesn't
idea.
sound correct.
I think
And-
you
but
get up
if
to
we're
1,000 a
running,
day.
I guess it would be a problem.
That's
Oh,
fine.
2 days. Shit, maybe 2 days.
No, not
I don't know. I guess it depends.
Once again,
1,000 silver pieces.
If you think it's useful.
100.
Excuse me.
It may take you like 20 days.
Either way, I'll give you the money when we get back because you may have the money yourself by the time we're done with this mission.
I think he wants it before they go.
No, he just said
No,
he
if
was
it
fine
takes
with
a-
after.
Yeah, if it takes a week, there's no way they're gonna make
Yeah.
wait.
We're not waiting a
for me
week,
to
we're
do
waiting
that.
3 days just
I
for me to get a
understand
question
that. They're already being kind enough to let me wait
Yeah.
to get my fucking answer. I'm not gonna push it anymore.
I think that they've only said a day so far. They haven't said the second day.
So
But
money
if I
doesn't weigh
fall,
anything,
it will
right?
be at the
Huh?
first national
Money doesn't
bank
weigh
of
anything?
Pittsburgh.
I can't hear you.
Money doesn't weigh anything.
10 coins is 1 pound.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna go ahead and have to leave my gold somewhere, like at
So
a
just
bank.
convert it all to platinum.
That's what I did.
Get a little.
Wouldn't it take like how many days?
To convert money to different money? Not that long. Just go to a bank.
The Alicia has like all the money. You could go get your money exchanged.
That's what I did.
I recommend
there-
the First National Bank of Mithras.
I think there's time for a lick.
Is there a bank though?
What?
Can I go deposit money at the bank?
I
There's
don't
not
know.
a
Why are
bank,
you pointing at
but-
me?
Well, you're the guy of Mithras. Don't you?
Doesn't mean I'm the banker of Mithras.
Well, where's everyone hiding their money then?
I'm dropping it off at the first bank.
I had
There
mine
is
for
no
30
bank. You can go to the.
Alicia.
You can go to Alicia and she will hold your money for you.
Yeah, we'll just do that then.
Clarification.
Well, I don't
Sure.
trust that.
We'll just do that then.
Yeah, that's fine.
On the
Did you find
crafting
the-
wondrous items,
Just dropping it all.
time required per the SRD is 1 day. 1 day for each 1,000 gold pieces of the base price.
Okay. Oh yeah, so this would be different than the mundane crafting where it's you converted the silver pieces.
Yeah,
So actually, it would
you
take
could
I'm
two
gonna
days.
punch you
so
in the
I can do
fucking
it right
mouth.
before I go. Actually,
just
hey,
give
I
craft
could do
wonders.
this
Sorry,
before I
go
go.
ahead.
Huh? I
Yeah,
had
fun.
craft
You can
wondrous
say that.
item, and I got the spell that I needed to do it as well earlier.
As far as you, yeah, as long as you're good.
You still gotta make the checks.
Fine. You will receive no more funds from me at this point, then.
Deal. So I take a headband that I had purchased earlier on, a long time ago,
He's
and
so
I take
funny,
that
he's
old
borrowed
eyeball
2,000
that
gold
Coltrane
from
pulled out of my
80 gold.
fucking head, and I
800
craft my
gold from him for his
goddamn
birth.
headband of vast intelligence. And
Want
I
you to
get a
pay me
plus
back
2
the
to my
second we get
intelligence
paid
score.
money.
Now,
Fails.
I didn't think this was going to happen, so I did not prepare for that. This is going to
That
take me.
eyeball came in handy.
I have to
So your intelligence score goes up by
plus 2.
Do you think
Yeah.
it's
Your
not- has, like,
modifier goes
6
up by
and 8 coming out?
1.
Yep.
Probably.
You're gonna get an additional skill point per your
That's the
levels.
case.
So if
Mhm.
you're
You did
level
roll
4
right.
right now, you're gonna get 4
Did you
additional
put
skill
your
points.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Fast intelligence.
Okay, so
And
let
if
me
you don't
do-
pay a knight a coin back
Gross.
promptly, he breaks every bone in your body, then lays on hands to fix it and breaks it again.
3 now.
I would make them all for it.
That's a plus 6.
Fail the check.
Well, that's I don't know. In 3.5, you didn't have to make a check, but you spent
Oh,
XP.
I thought this
so.
was Pathfinder. not
Yeah, I
bad.
know.
He
I
does
just-
have to make checks to craft it, but
Yeah, I know.
While we're doing everything, I'll add the next.
Did you make your craft
Does the
check?
deflection bonus go on your?
Yeah, you gotta craft
Shit,
this,
that's
dude.
right. I'm not gonna.
Alright, do you know what the DC is?
I have a shield.
What's the DC?
The answer
you,
is no.
You said you would look this up, so
I did that part. I didn't know that. I forgot the.
Craft check
Undead
35.
or system.
You.
No,
it's not that bad.
I think it's like base 15 plus the caster level of the
fire?
item.
Yeah, that sounds great.
What was
the items at least to
What are
cash level.
undead susceptible?
Well,
Oh,
cash
I
level
thought you said
fire.
you guys.
These are mines now.
Undead.
Yeah, because I'm doing the
Fire,
minor
holy-
version of it.
Yeah.
So it's
Appreciate
a
it.
caster
Well, then
level.
Divine.
Either way, I'm not.
I have
I have a couple
I'll
of
do that
undead
right
spells
now,
I'm
my bad.
preparing.
Anyway.
So if he's doing this, we're doing 2 days then of prep.
Yeah.
Well, this is part of the 3 days. He's waiting for his question to get answered, I assume.
No, this is day 4 now.
no. He said he retroactively said, "Oh, I actually did this from the start."
Oh, the crafting part.
Yeah, because he didn't know.
We've
he could do
done
it.
at least a day of prep though. That's been
Yeah,
Where do I
clarified.
find
yeah.
that? I
Blake,
forget
will
that
you
part
just
out.
kindly push the back of my head down? You should be used to it by now.
Do you have any craft skills?
Yeah.
What skills do you have?
Craft wondrous undead.
Okay, that's a feat.
Okay.
Under your skills,
Yes.
there should be a section for crafting.
Yes.
What is filled in that section?
Wonder sight.
Yes.
So in other words, he doesn't have
Like,
the skill.
yeah, you just put wondrous item craft
Yeah.
like in crafting.
Yeah.
Okay, and how many ranks did you put into that?
Yeah.
You had to take it
Uh,
out of it, though.
Well, I've been putting a couple into it. I put 4 of my ranks in it because I did it 4 levels ago.
Is this a trained feat for you? Do you get the +3 on there as well?
Yeah, it's a class skill for wizards.
Yeah,
Okay,
so-
what's your bonus to that
I'm at
craft
a
check?
plus 13.
Okay, go ahead and roll your d20.
He would get one too.
That's
Not
a 20 for a
A nat 20.
for a 33.
I
Alright,
would
you
make him
craft
roll with
it.
disadvantage.
That's fine. Like even if the DC was like 20 per
Oh,
caster
no.
level, it's not a fucking
I love you.
yeah DC. Ugh. Oh my god, Steve. Okay, so in the your homework for the week
Yes.
is to go into the rule book, pick out actual crafting skills,
Okay.
and fill in that slot. Okay,
Thank
I'll let you retcon the craft wondrous skill. 'Cause I don't actually think that's a thing. There's very specific craft checks, and then the
I'm doing it
item
too.
will be associated with one of those skills.
Deal.
It is an
Sorry.
actual thing.
Thank you.
No problem.
Never
That-
heard of
that's-
him.
That's 2 natural 20s in a row.
That's totally fine. It's just I understand a lot of people are still new to Pathfinder, so
Totally.
I'm fine retconning something a little more obscure like crafting. So it's okay. All right, you get your headband.
Thank you.
Now remember, it's an enhancement bonus.
Yes.
It will not stack with
Fox's Cunning.
Fox's Cunning when you go to cast it on a
Correct.
person. You'll take the 4 over the 2.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not. That part I didn't know.
Yeah.
There has to be something. Actually, I know how to look at it.
Masterwork items, the best you can get.
I know this.
Working with special materials.
Now I'm just going to look up the item. It'll tell you exactly what he has to have listed.
Yeah.
Yeah, the highest it looks like you can make for that is
No,
masterwork
he's-
item.
No, craft wondrous item. So I guess it would be wondrous item.
But it's a feat.
As a skill.
That would be the skill you'd put there. So it'd be otherwise craft rod, craft staff, wand, ring, wondrous item.
Yeah.
As a skill, not as a feat.
Yeah, pretty sure that's how that works though.
Let's find out.
Because it's a feat. I
You're right.
understand
That-
it's a
you're right.
feat.
Yeah, that's the feat. That's the item
But
creation feat.
craft is usually like weaponsmith, armorsmith, leatherworking, craft alchemy,
Yeah.
Woodworking.
woodworking, etc.
You can create. Actually, yeah.
I think mine's the only one that's like specific at craft.
Yeah, craft firearms.
So it's right here.
But like, if you wanted to, if you took the feat,
Yeah.
craft arms and armor,
Yeah.
which you will need to take in order to make your own weapon magic, then you would have your craft
Would be
arms and
based
armor
on the
rolls affect your ability to make your musket magic,
Yeah.
right? Same thing if you want to take a masterwork sword up to a +1, it'd be craft
I know what
weapons.
it's saying.
I think when I ran the last game, I just combined weapons and armor as blacksmithing, because the arms and armor feat is also
It makes
combined.
sense.
All right, so the SRD just lists a common, like the most common, and it will list some.
Yeah.
So it's whatever one you want to tell them to put there is would be equivalent for wondrous items then.
Okay. Yeah. So in this case, headband. So craft tailor or something like that.
Craft tailor.
Yeah.
And there you go, Steve.
But I understand what the SRD is saying is like if
Yeah.
you made it out of leather, because they changed it from in 3.5 where all magic items that were identical had the exact same appearance.
Yeah.
In Pathfinder, there's room for them to be different. Like not all headbands of intellect look the same. However, you'd be able to analyze them with, in order to get the idea of what the Dwemer on them is.
Yeah. It just doesn't actually have what the craft skill would be listed
Yeah.
as.
It's just a generic craft check.
But okay, so that's all going on during that one day.
Can you streamline to?
Is everybody cool streamlining second day?
Yes.
Are we just doing this? So we're doing the full 2 days of prep?
He needs 2 days to craft the headband.
Yeah, then I would be just
Continue
crafting on the
crafting.
side. So
Okay.
unless there's, go ahead.
I'm going to grab spell components, but the components are bull, hair, and dung. How
You
much
can find
would
those
that-
from the same app.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not gonna roll.
weirdly.
He's gonna be just
How
rolling one
much
game,
would
like,
that
these are all
weigh?
really
Me?
good rolls.
Nondescript.
Nondescript?
I'm
Yeah.
fine.
So in this case, like if the
I practice the magic anyone can do.
material component doesn't have a gold piece cost, you assume no weight,
Okay.
right?
And then-
Because it doesn't specify on the amount, so it could be a very minuscule amount that effectively weighs nothing.
That'd be fine.
And
I
then
hope the fucking
how
music comes and finds your
much
actual note, but I
can I
don't know.
use and
I don't know.
collect?
Treat it as not being expended. So like as long as you've journaled that you've collected the material components for that spell, and that over the course of time you say like, yeah, I'm regularly fulfilling my spell components, you make sure to bring that to the table. I'm not going to make you keep track of how much horse shit you have in your bag.
Thank you.
For crying out loud, we have donkeys.
In fact,
Yeah.
Van, do you mind giving me a glass bottle for that?
Sure.
Thank you.
I would like
You
to
just
note
need one?
that at the end of day
Yeah.
1 and the
So
end
I
of
can
day
try to
2,
push
I
it in
walked
there.
up to him going, "Hey, government,"
Okay.
Just get a Tupperware.
because with that amount of money,
Yeah,
you would
Tupperware. That's Tupperware. That's what we should invent. Tupperware.
Did he set like
We make
He
what
did not set a
repayments go?
time frame to pay me back.
Alright, so let me ask you
Tired
this.
of you ducking me, man.
At what point are you going to bust his kneecaps?
If he survives the
Third
streak.
day.
Basically, if we get back from this adventure dead broke,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna lay on hands him and break him again.
One for each 1,000 gold.
Oh no. This is just a warning. I want my money.
Yeah. Alright.
We make hater.
This is a tribute to the warning.
Are you guys ready to go?
I couldn't remember the one.
100%. I've got
Okay.
everything I need.
So, Alec, do you need help adjusting your int score?
No, I'm gonna fix that in a second. I'm doing my spell DC
should
right
be
now. I already
So
got
your-
my bonus spell.
Your spell save DC just goes up by 1 for each level.
Yep.
And then also your bonus spells per day may also go up.
Is it my second level spells went up?
Okay.
Ah,
No. You were okay.
Oh, I should turn it upside down.
Yep, all your intelligence skill checks are going to go up.
And
by
then I
one.
get +4 on.
You get 4 more skill points.
And the 4 different things.
What's under the paper towel?
So if he loses his
I'm
head,
not stupid.
He has to unlevel
I
all
was
of
like,
that
no
stuff.
before.
oh, man.
I can just see the look on his face.
Never
It's like,
come
what's
up.
under the paper towel, Jay?
Thanks for introducing me.
I almost called you
I'm
Jay.
gonna- I'll leave it.
Joshua character.
They,
Joshua, what's under the paper towel?
Oh, he doesn't know.
Oh, he knows. He's
He
been
knows,
trying to
that's what
pull
he
it
said.
off.
I'm not giving you food, dog.
He's planning a husky heist.
Okay.
I have a question real quick if you're
Sure.
Yeah, 77.
I have
on
been
the
disallowed from
wizard
giving you
slash
food.
my own prep
I
spelling.
broke a camera.
Because I never understood this part. So, when I prep spells, do I have to prep for each specific spell slot? Or I just prep, I know these spells for the day, I can use whatever spell slot is appropriate for it.
No arms.
So, like, if I
No,
prep...
like you have, let's say for example, you have 3 first level spell slots.
Mhm.
You say that for one of those slots, I'm taking magic missile. For the
Okay.
other slot, I'm
It's
taking
specific.
armor. It's specific. Yeah.
Okay, so that's... Okay.
Because if you think about it, like you have to specifically brew
nice.
Yeah.
the not
Okay.
not catalyst version
So my
of
favorite
the.
thing about this-
I wanted to make sure because the description when I was reading his and mine were kind of similar to theirs, and I was like... That's all you know. Thank you.
Yeah, no.
Ready to go when you
and
guys
the,
are.
The druid and cleric are the same way. Like if they have a spell slot, they have to specifically state what they're putting in it.
Yeah.
It's just theirs is a little more versatile because they whatever they put in it,
Yeah.
they can sack it for either summon nature's ally or exert spell.
I have to
Sacks.
I'm waiting for it.
Putting it in. I mean,
So,
Ready when you guys are. Are we ready to teleport stuff?
All right, Alec,
Yes, sir.
you have waited a few days for the answer to your question,
Oh yeah.
and do you want to recap what your question was?
Oh, I had a very specific wording, but it was basically, who was I before my amnesia took over me?
Okay.
What happened?
And how much did you pay for that?
It was my free question.
That was your free question, right?
Yeah, I was a jackass. I didn't give a fuck about anybody else.
No, yeah. All right, so they call you into the library,
I'm listening.
and they say that you're in a very unique circumstance because they kind of analyze the dream that you told them and what you and what you explained to them, and so they tell you that without actually knowing what your old name was or who you were, they have they have absolutely nothing to go off of, and the only thing they have to go off of is what your appearance was, and based off of what you look like now,
Okay.
you are not of any form of notable or of heroic status at this age in your past life. But what they do tell you is that there have been others who have been affected like this, and that should you ever find yourself in the port city of Freegate, you will find a shrine there dedicated to Hecate,
Oh.
and you may find someone who can help you more.
And I slink away.
They do say that they do say that Hecate is an evil goddess, so actively worshiping her in most cities is forbidden. But because it's a port city, Freegate has a oracle general pantheon building where multiple deities can be worshipped. And because she's also a prominent goddess of magic, many wizards and traveling sorcerers go there to request her offering, or to request an offering, with her and receive her blessing. and that is where they direct you.
Alright.
Giggle at that.
Alright, thank you.
Cool. Cool.
So you pretty much get told, "Who am I? Go over here."
Pretty much.
I mean,
It was a free
now-
question.
You weren't very notable first, and
No.
then
You're still not.
Oh, dang.
I guess
And then-
while
Well, so basically, like, you know, what you could deduce from this is
You were
they
actually
cast
good.
Legend Lore on you, and it failed because you don't meet the prerequisite of your level 10.
You're not even legendary.
On a
I
completely
can't even say
unrelated
wait for
note,
it.
You have my money.
I guess while we're still waiting, I would go to the sages and be like, how much would it cost me to get some information about like this stuff?
So, a few of them,
I like the hidden
I actually
flex when he goes,
really like this.
No, that's
Here
not
we go.
good. You're
So,
fucked.
a few of them,
I actually
Go.
really like this.
that's very odd. But one sage shoves the others out of the way, and he basically forces them, and he says, "You must leave this place, for you bear the mark of Ovo Novo."
Oh,
Shit.
Novo!
Whoa. No, not again. I'm done.
Novo, Novo!
Nope.
Hold on a second.
Is that the second one tonight you caught?
Yeah,
You're welcome for that tip, by the way.
yeah.
Oh shit.
And so he says that you have made a bargain with the pirate lords of the Razor Coast, and you have broken
Actually,
that vow.
That makes complete sense.
And before long, the one known as
bit.
the Blood in the Tide will
Little
come
bit
to
does
find
now.
you.
It's cool.
Why'd you have to name him?
Now, do you fear death, Jack Sparrow?
Now, does this sage have like this one like crazy eye?
Natural one.
Oh yeah,
I'm
no,
sure
I,
he was saying that a second
Red
ago.
dragon.
I still hope you get a natural one on that
Red.
dice.
Blood in the tide.
I like your character. What the fuck's up?
So wait. Red dragon, shark demon lord,
Hey, Steve, you know what I like?
I don't care.
bargain
People
with
who
the
give him a
it
fae,
wasn't me
tide.
this time.
The
I
blood
just
in the
want to
tide.
put that out there.
Red dragon.
people
Wait.
from Bard's Gate.
Well,
This is
what-
just getting
what-
better. Do you
Wasn't
really
me
want
this
me to
time.
know
Yeah.
Jamie.
Okay,
Red dragon.
look.
Do you owe someone money?
I
Blood
just
in the
want you to
tide.
know that I am at rivals with the Knight of Empty Purse. And me and that dude have been fighting for years.
So he does take pity on you for a minute,
Oh, don't worry. I pity myself now.
and he goes
I felt.
that he can tell you a little bit
Almost
about the blood in the tide.
I didn't realize. He just got kicked
He is
Stop getting kicked out of places, Jamie.
he is a bounty hunter.
I know.
Nope.
Can he turn into a dog?
No, he is a bounty hunter in service to the shark demon Ovo Novo.
Oh, no.
Many merchant marines, sailors, and pirates will often seek Ovo Novo's blessing if they have a feud with another one of their crew.
Oh God, why?
Such individuals are often thrown overboard in shark-infested waters, for the worship of the shark demon is forbidden among all maritime vessels.
but not in the water.
Now, when you're on the ship,
Yeah.
you can't work because it's an ill omen.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, but so is bringing a woman and they let him on.
Well, he's out for show. Ambiguously.
Now that I think about it, I've never actually asked what do the markings on y'all's hands even look like.
They look like some type of serrated cut, or maybe a shark bite in the palm of your hand.
Oh, that's no bueno, my dudes.
Yeah. The first one was just on each of your hands you had a cut on the inside of your palms from the first time you broke your oath. And on the second time, the slash mark was crossed, forming a red X. And then they began to actually weep blood. And then, if you recall, that's when you started to bandage your hands regularly because there's nothing you could do to get the bleeding to stop. And you would know instantly, as being from the Razor Coast, that sharks have a very acute sense of smell specifically to blood.
That's good.
We're gonna need the
He's
sword of
a
air
bad
just to
man.
deal with all this stuff now.
You know, Alec has a mark on his right hand, and it looks like some slime or sludge
cut off
coming
your
over
hands,
his
though.
tab.
They wouldn't be bleeding anymore.
And he also could not wield his weapon.
What options?
Wait, you can't wield it? I don't think you know. He's
Would
willing
that
to throw stuff.
Stop it though?
Yeah, but how could you learn to throw multiple different types of things just in case?
I have a
If you
question.
learn to throw anything, feet.
Throw anything
Every
is great.
time I decide to break my oath, do my marks and or any other parts of my body get marked, or do the marks
Look, there's one way to answer that question.
So,
Strip.
you instantly recall that
Release.
you gave Alicia some of your gunpowder.
Yeah, I did.
You gave the wizard, who's powerful enough to own her own city, town.
Oh.
2 of the 3 components needed to craft gunpowder.
Yeah, I did.
And
was trying not to.
you're going to find out probably within a day or 2 what happens when you break your oath a 3rd time.
I'm glad we did mine out first.
All right,
I'm
hit me with it.
I mean, in a day or 2, once she figures out.
Well, I mean, I gave it to her 2 days ago. So.
Well, I mean, she just hasn't gotten around to
You
it.
gave it to her 5 days ago.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, hey, look! I
Oh.
found a scrap of
5
paper.
Oh, so-
it says bullet,
Remember.
powder,
Yeah, as soon as we
primer,
got there.
casing, push.
This is 2 days after the 3.
Oh yeah. So in this case, so
Oh,
you
shit.
notice now. In the morning of the 5th day,
Oh, it's always first thing in the morning too, isn't it?
It really is.
your
stayed in
hands are pulsating with pain,
Oh.
Ooh, they're cramping.
and you can see now that what was initially a gentle secretion of blood
Is now
is now a almost full-on run.
Does anybody know the Tampax spell?
No, I only have the codex.
I immediately
That's
run
a bit
to
invasive for this right
the
now.
wizard,
Okay, so you run to Alec.
the actual wizard.
Oh!
Alright, so
That's 2 party members against you.
Very good.
So you run to
I was
Alicia.
just saying what
Yes,
he,
I do.
I was
So-
reiterating what the DM.
So you run to the wizard and just very Ace Ventura.
Wait. Now
It's
here's
stuck
my
in the
question:
bone. It's
How is
stuck
he
in the
transporting
bone.
his gun?
He's got a sling for it over his back.
Okay. Now's your time to strike.
And you can see that one of the attendants opens the door.
Why would
And
I?
she's like, "Oh my goodness, you're
Because they
bleeding.
don't have a
I
gun.
just barge my way in.
Kobold
Not
gun.
until his hands.
What are you here for?"
Where is
Wait,
she?
but
Where is
if
the
you
wizard?
aim the gun at
Where's
she's,
the Baroness?
She's in her study.
Where's the study?
Upstairs.
I run upstairs.
You
to
can't
the study.
enter. You can't go in there.
I just.
How are you even gonna turn a doorknob?
He's going to be kicked out of his town.
All right, so,
Trail of
so,
Blood
can't
you,
take these
so you run
Yeah,
upstairs.
it's like it's too slippery.
And they all try to stop you, and you find the study, and she's in there doing some alchemy stuff.
She better not be poking and prodding with that plot.
Oh no, she is. She's literally like just figured it out, and has made a bunch and is testing it. So you can see her burning gunpowder
He's
on
just
the
like-
table, just observing it. Like, fascinating.
What did you just do?
Why?
And that's when you see Meg's going, I know, right?
We just gave.
Then she's just like, "What the
Oh, I
fuck
never
are you
heard
doing
we just
here?
gave
Get out of
a
my
wizard
house!"
gunpowder.
I don't care.
I've seen that movie.
One, it took you 5 days. 2, now of all times, when I have to help you, you figure out what's going on with that.
So she's just like, "I don't know. A, check your tone. First off,
Check your tone, boy.
she's gonna be very much like, I will do whatever I want in my own study. Secondly, if you didn't want me to research it, you shouldn't have used it as money.
That one, that one's on me.
And thirdly,
You literally did release secrets of the Razor Coast.
and then finally, she's like, "You also didn't tell me not to do anything with it. You didn't tell me that if I figured any of this out, it would activate some
No.
type of deep cut in your
Well,
hands."
I want to be mad at you. This one's on me. How can I get this to stop?
She like grabs a cloth that's got some mixture of stuff and just starts ripping it up and hands it to you. All right.
Hey,
So
no,
bandages?
Yeah. Well, like used,
not to fix.
like used board cleaning wipes.
Oh.
It's
Yeah,
got
that's gonna stink.
acetone.
That's
it's
gonna
got-
stink.
yeah,
Oh, trust me.
When's
I've
the
got
last time you got a tetanus shot?
Stop bleeding all over
Have we
my
tried
floor.
stitching them up?
Yeah, you have not. But she's like, What do you mean, stop? Like, that's just a cut in your hand.
No.
What do you mean, no? What did you
It's
do?
gonna get worse until you figured out what was going on with that.
Why didn't you say anything?
Because I thought.
Why did you use it as money? Who in their right mind would take the thing that makes
Listen,
their
I needed
hands bleed,
answers. and
give
I
it to somebody,
needed them real
and
bad.
not tell them anything about it?
You know what? Again, this one's on me. Should have been more precise about this.
I really wish
You know
I was
what?
up there, worker.
This is on me.
You're
such
You know what?
understanding man.
I'm taking my lickings. Don't do anything else. Don't spread any word about this. Please. I'd rather like having my head on my body.
Do you bring her into?
Yes, I bring her.
So you
I
tell her
sidebar
everything.
with this one.
All right, yeah. So you sidebar. You bring her up to speed. You were once in the Razor Coast, and basically you made a deal with some pirates to learn the secrets of gunpowder, but you were forbidden to share them with anybody from either Akados or Livnos. You then did exactly that, and now
Twice.
you've broken some type of pact between yourself and these pirates, and are now being hunted by some type of bounty hunter in the service of
Can you
Oberon.
tell I'm not being scribed on or anything like?
Oh, like yes. Like she can actively like look at you and be like, yeah, there's
more
scrying
bread.
on you.
Listen, you reek of scrying magic, man.
Yeah. Not only that, but you're leaving a trail of scry fluid wherever you go.
That's called blood. That is my blood.
I don't know. Right now,
Tomato,
it's scrap
tomato.
fluid.
she just like summons some unseen servants and they start mopping it up
It's gonna be a slight
Cleaning the
problem.
floor.
Basically Prometheus.
and they're like, yeah, you definitely can't stay here if you're bringing pirates to our port town.
Can you do anything to stop the bleeding, like magically, for
Put the
right
hands
now,
on?
so I can get whatever you need done,
Put the hands off. Roll back.
and I can't, Can you give me something to stop the scrying?
All right, Tom. In
Generation
your
slash
best
spell.
Knight of Coin voice, I want you to say
Generation
yes,
expensive spell.
but for money.
Yes, but for money.
Wow.
Copy
sounds
paste.
so manly.
Can I get an IOU?
You want to?
I'll deal with it when I can. I'll take an IOU.
This
All right.
table over there is always borrowing money.
Well, this is the first time I borrowed money.
No.
So she goes.
No.
So for your
If
for
you
your
need-
boon, one boon in the future, you want me to help you right now.
If you need something gathered, that I can gather. I
If
will
only
do
there
it.
was some way to
If you
magically
need some
heal that was within the party's power.
components,
Okay.
Like 10 levels.
anything.
Like a healing spell or a lay on hands.
So
if you need a person
she,
dead, I'll even do that.
It's literally called
So
lay on
she
hands.
so she
Do you want to be part of that curse? 'Cause that
No,
sounds
she
like
goes-
how that's
she-
gonna go.
Just get worse from him.
she casts infernal healing on you, and for a while there, she basically uses evil magic to cauterize your hands shut.
Oh god, that stings. That's bad.
You can tell you are still bleeding. However, you've basically taken it down a stage to the
The trickle.
slight trickle. You might have to change your bandages once every few days.
Make sure you drink his water.
And she says that should last you for a while. I'll begin working on something to stop the scrying. When you get back, we can negotiate payment.
Deal.
I mean, that's literally the best I can do for you right now.
Okay, hear me out. I can solve all of your problems right now. Mechanical hands and amputation. Not in that order.
All right. So, I take it. Well, actually,
Resurrection.
she forces you to
No,
leave.
just cut the hands off. No
She
hands, no
says,
scrying.
out of a kindness to your friend
And then I'll do some
Gauss,
mechanical.
I will no longer investigate this powder substance. However, upon your return, I will resume my inquiries.
I'm smart enough to know that you're just not going to do it while I'm away.
Yes, she's not going to work on it while you're gone. But when you get back, or when you go to negotiate the payment, she will basically say, like, yeah, after this, it's my property again.
How have you
Y'all
not
shuts the
figured
door.
it
Oh,
out?
my hands, stop.
Yeah, you already figured it out.
Yeah, but now I want to make more of it. Like, this is really cool stuff right here. Like, do you realize like what type of technology?
I traded my soul for this.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Well, then why did you use it as money?
Yeah, for pennies.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
you
wish I was
literally
there.
threw
you were
pocket
really
change.
comfortable
Wish I
borrowing
was
money
there.
from me. Why don't you just borrow money from him to pay off the thing you want?
I'm not a goddamn bank!
Yeah, you are. Shut up.
You're the Knight of Coin.
Knight of coin.
Yeah? that's big talk for a guy who can't currently shoot.
On a side
I can
note,
shoot
black
red
powder will
balls
boost all evocation spells.
Dylan, does he have a negative to any of his
he's
attack rolls with his hands all
Oh
big
no,
and
he's
stuff?
encouraged to continue using the musket. Because that means that more people will likely learn its secret, thus honing
losing
the
it.
senses of his hunter.
Yeah.
If you're bleeding internally, are you bleeding all over your musket when you fire it?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
His musket has become a crusty brown.
Wait, you mean it was
Exactly.
never crimson?
He could no way it hit me.
No.
But my sword will hit
My-
him every time.
My next question, as the healer of the
Not
group,
borrowing
is
my
he
money.
regaining the same amount of blood as
This
he
is
did?
magic. Yeah,
Cool.
it's not going to kill him. He's
Awesome.
going to suffer a fate much worse than blood loss.
You owe me $90.
But
dejected and sad.
his time with the ladies.
Before he goes back to
Poor
the
boy.
2 days ago.
And
Alright,
he's
so-
alone as well. I mean, he's bleeding.
Are we get ready to go to the Howling Fortress?
Oh yeah.
I mean, teleporting somewhere very far away may buy you a few days.
Or it'll get you closer depending on where the hunter's leaving from.
You could land in the water.
Or where they are in the coast.
Yeah.
I mean, if they
I
can
mean,
travel
because if the
faster by
hunter was
water,
hunting
you
down
can
the
travel
last
up
guy you
that
did
river.
it in the vast desert, you're kind of fucked.
Let's teleport.
Yeah, let's port the teller.
So let's go get these scrolls.
Alright?
Son of a bitch!
So they have the 3 scrolls ready for you.
Is there a chance I can get one more?
She's just like,
He
what
is.
the
He is a
want
son of
from
a
me
bitch.
people?
Look, it's not gonna lie. Like, if it didn't consume the scroll,
He also said something
I would just be like,
drinking
"Hey,
all the
thanks for the
vials.
3 scrolls," and then I would add this to my spellbook. But this is an amazing spell, and I would love to be able to use this in the future.
If you survive, I will teach it to you upon your return.
Thank you. And I wink at her.
For money.
He's got this.
She does not reciprocate the wink.
We need a
She's
4 money
Bear.
Do I notice we're getting the scrolls, her little lab, the stuff that she's been working on, she stopped because he went in there?
Yeah.
Do I notice the black powder research?
Yes.
So I can laugh.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Hello.
oh.
Don't.
Bruce, I've already.
Yep, what's it
asked
going,
him.
guys?
I don't
I
have
hope
money.
And then I look at her as we're walking back, like,
bandaged your
more.
hands, because, I mean, they're kind of charred.
I
now.
hit them on the tables when I got up.
Roll a bluff check.
Wow.
And I'm rolling my sense motive.
Look, I know what you're
I got a
doing.
natural 20.
I mean,
I
it's
got
a
a
skill.
35.
It's a skill check.
I'm lying. I got like a 13.
Look, I'm not saying I know what you're doing, but if you keep it up, you're gonna go blind.
24.
It's right there.
You might want to go get that checked out with him, though.
I visited her this morning to make.
She's not a cleric.
I
He
do
actually
word to her,
heals
I-
people. If your hands are cut, I
I
grab his
pull a
hand,
little
I look
vial
at
of
it.
blood powder.
It's
I'm
a
like,
Is
little-
it like an actual
Oh,
cut?
God!
Is it like an actual cut?
It's
Yawa.
it's like imagine if you poured like molten lead into the palm of your hand. That's what it looks like right now because she infernally.
Did you watch Kung Pao? I'm that scene in Kung Pao.
What did you do to your hand?
Don't worry
Grenadier,
about
look
it.
at this. Not yet.
I am looking at it. It looks like a piece
I
of
put
beef
the
someone
gloves
threw
back
off the
on.
side of the road.
Yeah, it straight up looks like
Hamburger.
roadkill.
Yeah.
Yeah, hamburger.
Get up.
Let's just get this over with so I can get
Would you like some new bandages other than the ones that have cleaning supplies on them?
I guess.
I could maybe make something to help with
And
that.
Princeton
I mean,
should
if it's
take-
if you don't want to, it's
Young
fine.
man.
Lotion.
That's not the problem.
Lotion.
guy. Until you make deals with
Even
demons,
gun
don't-
oil.
So you say lotion, it triggers ocean in his head, and he's just like.
See, I knew it. I knew it. Boy's
Okay,
loving himself
so-
raw.
Are you guys
Polishing his
ready to
pistol.
teleport?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Ready.
Okay, who's feeling lucky?
Me.
I am.
Sierra.
Technically.
Who other than Jamie?
Sierra.
is feeling lucky?
Sierra is.
Alright.
Oh, George.
Yeah.
How about
What did he
everyone
say?
rolls?
Let's see who
Whoever
rolls
gets the
the
highest
best.
gets to roll.
Once again,
Oh, sure,
Sierra
yeah.
likes
Like, you
rolling.
guys can do a roll off.
Roll off! You're off,
Roll
yeah.
off.
Everyone should
You got a
roll.
5.
Well, if you're feeling lucky, you'll still do well because it's a roll off.
1.
Roll d20s, not a d6.
Oh.
7.
I'm not. I don't feel like doing the d20.
Nobody feels
Let's
like
just see who
marginal.
rolls.
I get a 2.
Ooh,
There's the one.
buddy.
I got a 1.
I got a rat.
I didn't roll off.
Who rolled the highest?
You did with a 7.
No, you
I
both
rolled a
rolled
7.
You rolled a 7. What did you roll?
I rolled a 10.
Oh, 10.
Yeah,
But you said
I
a
have-
such.
I have ranks in,
No, I'm
Really
gonna
nice,
die.
Alright, roll a d6.
One.
This is actually really nice.
4.
Alright, now roll percentals.
Roll percentals.
Oh god, we're gonna die.
34.
Oh, the ocean.
And we reached
Farm
34
genitals.
miles away.
Somehow you end up on the
There's
Razor Coast. What the hell
34,000 miles
happened?
away from your location.
No, you are 34 miles away from the Howling Fortress.
How cold is it?
It is fucking freezing.
I put on my coat.
Yeah, it
Like
is rather.
Florida, 30-degree freezing, or like up north?
It's
it's
17
like 10?
degrees out.
Iceland,
Okay, that's pretty fucking
Icelanddale
cold.
freezing.
Okay.
Yes, but in this world that you have created, is that still the same as our temperature of Fahrenheit or Celsius?
I did not create the world. Assume Earth-like temperature 17 degrees.
Celsius.
Okay. So Fahrenheit or Celsius?
Fahrenheit.
Okay.
What is this, Europe?
I use.
Whoa.
Fahrenheit
Don't
time.
insult the European fan base.
We don't.
I use a scroll of endure elements.
Oh, you don't need to do that. It's cold enough that you put on your cold weather gear and you don't have to check.
No, I didn't bring cold weather gear for that purpose.
I gave everyone cold weather gear.
Yeah, I mean, what's he gonna do? Ice over?
And what am I going to use that for, anyways?
Okay, that's fine. You can use
He's
endure
already
elements,
crystal
it's fine.
over. I mean, what's
So-
I don't think crystals
I
can
During
bought
the
a
teleportation-
Gauss-sized one.
crystal.
During the teleportation.
Oh god.
The 6 of you perceive no change in
Some
time.
There's
You all-
7 of us.
There's 8.
The 6 of you
Oh, thank you.
perceive no change in time and basically arrive instantaneously. Yawa, on the other hand, your teleportation takes about 1 minute. And in that minute,
Oh god.
you have a vision
Oh
of
shit.
what could only be described as
Dude.
a Nimitz-class aircraft carrier-sized megalodon hunting you through dark abyssal waters.
Oh fuck.
Done.
It has
nice knowing you.
its maw is big enough to swallow entire ships,
What about his
and
paw?
stuck between its teeth, you can see the souls of dead men who reach to you and tell you to swim faster. He's coming.
Fuck.
At least they're helpful.
Panic swim. Panic swim.
And right as you're about to get eaten, you come out of the teleportation.
Oh god.
Now my question: is he soaking wet when he comes out of the teleportation?
His pants are.
Where are we?
He wore the brown pants today. That's good.
No, he wore the yellow pants, thankfully.
Yeah.
Where are we?
I like the yellow pants.
What's going on?
We're just off the Razor Coast.
You would know instantly that that's not true because it's cold out. Razor Coast is tropical.
It's a weird place.
We're,
Weird people.
You are
We're not at the
there?
fortress.
You are not in the fortress.
Who has the spyglass?
You are on the border of a forest.
We probably should have brought that.
No, you had one.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I
You
had
had the
one.
map
Some
at
cards.
least. Had been
I
gone.
lost the compass. Oh no.
Yeah, it is not in my list of things.
Do not
So,
worry.
Let me get this straight.
We've had 2
We
days to
took-
prepare for this.
Not only
I'm
that,
pretty
we've had like 2 hours tonight
Bullshit. Yeah.
of making sure the gear's ready.
No, I left
Nobody
the compass
bought
in
a
the car on purpose
compass.
because I know we wouldn't be doing any real like nautical training.
What's nautical about this?
Can we use the cantrips? I know. Do we know where we're going?
All right.
I look up for the
So-
sun.
To the north, you can
The
see
sun goes north.
it's
south.
relatively plains-like. To your east, you can see the mountain ridge, and to your south and southwest, you can see what is the Bentwood.
Can I make our survival check to discern sun position?
She literally just cast a spell called Find.
Oh, okay. Fair.
She doesn't
I thought
know
she was
this.
just like
Let
that
him do it
way.
anyway.
Quick.
Well, she
No.
is. But
Use
she needs
Alan to see where the fortress is.
it. Use what?
Your bird, Alan?
Oh yeah, that's right. I made Alan.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Did you
Alan.
bring Alan?
Alan's with us.
Is he
Wait,
in the car?
did you get Alan cold weather gear? He's a bird. This is the Arctic.
He
You're
did.
not in the Arctic.
It's cold enough to think that.
I see you two are in Florida work.
Alan, would you mind flying up, please?
You named your bird this time around?
Yeah, so
It
he
was
flies
right.
up,
It felt right.
and he says that
Fly!
to the south, there is a city. Far to the south, more like southwest. The forest to your south is quite large, and there's from what he can see up here, there seems to be like some kind of path that leads towards the fortress. He does see the fortress in the hills up here.
Oh, that's not too bad.
And he says that there looks like there's some kind of road, that leads that way. And again, he does all that with minimal animal intelligence. But he can speak. Like, I know he can speak common.
Yeah.
He doesn't use precise detail.
Oh yeah, there's a road. It's up there.
Road, up that way. Forest, big. City, there.
That city to the south.
Yeah.
Would we
So,
that's
Also,
the
wait,
city of
nice
South.
lake.
Uru.
No, that's
Money
That's the
Apophalastos. That's the
Yeah.
Amazon city.
Oh, okay.
And now you're starting to figure out how I got your bird.
So we're 34 miles away.
That's like a day and a half. If
Yeah,
you
that's-
book it, probably like a hard day's travel if you take the hurried.
How
rush.
How deep is the snow?
There is no snow.
There's no snow.
It is just cold.
It's just cold as fuck.
Yeah.
All right, then we would say, all right, to the north.
Tally-ho!
We proceed down the path.
Do we
Oh,
want
that's just okay.
And that
Left, right,
Take a break? Yeah.
left.
Everyone ready? Everyone good?
Alright. So, we've teleported in. Just to go over again, to your south and southwest, there is the bent wood, the forest. Beyond that, Apophalastos. To the north, the plains. And then to the east, the mountain ridge, where the Howling Fortress resides. You take a moment to gather your bearings. You cast Divine North. Alan does some scouting. And as you take a few minutes to basically come up with a plan of attack, you hear a low, gruntish growl coming from the tree line. And sprinting from the trees towards you, you see a two-headed troll.
Oh fuck.
So everyone roll initiative.
With
Oh,
experience and trolls.
That's the highest initiative I've rolled this entire game, I think. 15.
Third of is good.
So what have we learned today, kids?
Don't give away your bullets as money.
No.
Don't sell your soul to a giant
Shark demon?
shark
There
demon.
you
Yeah.
go.
Well, didn't
Never
happen.
go to the razor.
Don't
Code.
sell it
Ever.
cheaply.
Isa?
It's the real lesson here.
60.
Grendier?
13.
Gauss?
9. Come out.
Van?
9 as well.
Dexmon? 3. Uruk?
19.
Alec?
21.
Yawa?
12.
The end. It looks low.
12.
Nah, that's good enough. I think Yawa's got the higher density.
No, I think you rolled a 12 on the die.
Yeah, 12 on the back.
Ah, okay.
Yawa does something. Because I have a dex mod of...
What about the mines?
Yeah. Alec, looks like you're going first with a 21.
How far is he from me?
We'll say that he's at medium range. He is closing.
So
Alright.
60 feet.
So I would.
About 100.
I would use. I would back up to where like the party was in between me and him.
Okay. You can declare non-combatants. For Theater of the Mind, you basically say, I'm taking my move actions to make sure they don't come within melee.
Pretty much, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Okay.
And then I'm going to wait till he gets within about 35 feet of me, and then I'm going to cast Acid Splash on his face.
Okay.
On the left one's face.
Okay. So you take evasive maneuvers and ready a spell for when he comes within range. Uruk?
I guess I will wait for him to come in range and give him a good sorting.
Okay. Are you charging, or are you waiting for him to close all the way on? you?
Waiting
Charging
for
my
him to close.
attack.
100's a bit far.
Okay. Isa?
I. Not here.
You can shoot them.
Yeah.
Maybe
Also,
we
for
should-
the party,
First.
that's cocked. Issa retrained one of her feats so that she can take a precise shot. So now she can shoot into melee.
Nice.
In case that affects party composition.
25.
A 25 will hit.
Nine.
9.
Okay.
That's good.
Any move actions?
Back up.
Okay. Asher. Grendier.
Alright, well, I'm going to, I guess, do the same as the Manamithus. You prepare a melee attack when he gets close enough in range. I'm actually going to stand near him so we can,
Strike at the same time.
yeah.
Okay.
Can we stand in a way that if he rushes towards us, we can flank?
No.
Yeah. You basically you take the front line, but you put some distance between.
Yeah, we put 5 feet between us and then 10 feet back we put gaps.
The so with theater of the mind, we're doing just very general declarations. If you want to declare you're moving to flank, and in this situation, that's fine.
Okay.
In the future, when there's more of a weighted combat between the two, you'll have to roll acrobatics checks to maneuver within the melee. Okay. Or invoke attacks of opportunity. So it's Grinder Yawa.
I'll take a lateral movement to Uruk's right,
Okay.
and I will action to shoot him when he gets within 30.
Whoa,
Okay.
whoa. I don't like the way that was stated at all. I'm gonna move to Uruk's right and take an action to shoot him. Within melee
So
range.
the troll closes, so your readied actions can trigger. Go ahead and roll.
Alright. Rolling to confirm my critical.
Does a
15 touch.
hits.
Does a 17.
A 17 confirms.
Alright.
Slashing.
Yes.
You cut off one of his arms
Oh shit.
and deal an additional set of double damage. So roll damage. Did you roll your shot?
Yes, 26 against touch AC. I assume it hits because he rolled a 17.
Yes. So it's
Alright.
46 damage.
So it's
So as that thing came
double,
in,
meaning additional 2 dice or
arm
additional
I
times
flicked the acid splash right into that thing, so it cauterized it, so hopefully nothing grows back there.
Okay.
And it deals 3 damage.
Okay.
I'm level 5, so. it's
I assume
3.
he's within my point blank
Yes.
range. Alright, so that's 6 damage.
Okay.
When you said an additional double, that adds another 2 or another
One.
Another
So you're a times 2 weapon.
yes.
Make it times 3.
Alright.
Which of those? At this.
Yes, that would be 6.
Yep.
And we want to be careful with
Yeah. So using a great sword.
Oh, yes.
Right hand. So 66.
first.
18.
18 hits.
25 on the dice, and then 21 on the number.
So 46.
Yeah. Sounds alright. 46 damage.
Okay.
Should have smitted it.
13.
Would have doubled my smitted.
All right. He is not happy about that.
I have
And
a
he-
que- do I get a second shot technically, or just one shot?
Okay. He will put one arm has been cut off, and so it is no longer. It can no longer attack. He's using 2 great clubs, so he will put 2 attacks from his right hand into the paladin.
But he was moving.
He's charging.
You can grab them.
That's going to be an 18
That's gonna miss.
and a 31.
That's gonna miss as well. Because it's a displacer orc.
Right.
Those are really rare.
Yeah.
There's only one of these.
Actually, only half of them. Technically, I'm more that's on the other line.
If they come together.
Oh no, it's still me. It's just the other half of the plane.
1 on the damage. So you're going to take 8 damage.
That's That's a sad day.
I don't think I can survive that, guys.
Give me a sense.
Going down. With my dying breath, I stay.
Van?
Alex, you got one.
Oh, it's my official turn now, huh?
Yeah.
Troll. Oh, wow. Yeah. Gotta take him down and just kind of form that bomb, add a little extra to it, and
Okay.
oh, crit.
Roll confirm.
Crit.
That's a burn.
Go,
Nope.
Chris,
It's red.
all over the place tonight.
That would be 17
Speak
confirm.
for yourself.
17 touches.
Yes.
All right.
He has been
So that
touched.
confirms.
Either good or bad.
You cut off the other
Don't
one.
worry about it, buddy.
No, my dice.
You want one?
No, I've got a whole nother
So-
bag I can use.
Wish has like a 256 for
32 fire/acid explosive damage, and he can make a reflex save. See,
He fails
because he's dead.
as he's died.
How angry was he?
Why do dead things always have such poor reflex?
He was raging, but in the explosion, he's effectively just like blown to bits. Yeah. Gauss, you get a crossbow shot in there to make it look like you get the finishing.
I would get a crossbow shot, right? But I kind of realized I didn't bring any bolts in my official list.
That sounds like something Gauss would actually do, too.
It's like, yes, I brought the shiny crossbow. I am so
You
lightweight.
have one shot. Because it would have been loaded, right?
Yeah, it would have
You
been.
have one
I
shot.
got one.
And you just shot.
Every kobold is marooned with one light crossbow with one shot. And after 40 days of no gold hoarding, that crossbow is looking mighty friendly.
Wait, are you going to try to reclaim your one crossbow bolt then?
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
this is true. You do get it back on a 2 through 6 on a d6.
4.
Alright, you get it back.
Are you going to scalp the troll for him?
No.
We just now
He's got a
have
coward!
I'd
You just
like
have to
He's got
reclaim that
two
one
heads.
arrow over
Yeah.
and over.
collect some blood if it's possible.
You're kind of. It's not.
There's an arm
We can squeeze out that
that was
arm.
not touched by the explosion.
fair.
Oh.
You managed
thought
to.
ahead.
Yeah, you can get.
How many?
Roll your craft alchemy.
Alright, a little over. 34?
You can get as many vials as you have empty with that. Because it's just. You have a big old troll arm and you're basically just. What was that you said the other day? You're flash dancing? What was the movie?
Oh yeah, you're just flash dancing them. All I'm saying is Yawa was
Now
no
remember,
longer
each of those
stoned.
filled vials is a pound.
That's why it's going in the bag.
I'm just letting you know.
Yep.
Which
it's,
bag?
It is
Damn.
adding up.
I know. I'm keeping track of that.
What are you using those
Troll split's
Stuff.
valuable.
for? How valuable?
Things.
There's a lot of things you can do
Valuable
with someone
enough
flood.
that on a low weight adventure, he's grabbing as much as he can.
Okay, so I have these 5 empty vials, right?
You should fill those with troll's blood.
Yeah. I mean,
He's basically going to convert them into healing potions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
stuff.
If you
Yeah.
drink troll's blood, would a troll grow inside you?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
It has to be alchemically converted before.
I don't think he would know
Oh.
that.
But if you
I
like,
think you should
mix
drink
it in a drink, would that
There's-
do the same
But to
thing?
answer your
Yeah.
question, Gauss, there's
Oh,
actually a
do you
few
wanna
things.
And actually, unless you guys take time to burn the corpse, this is going to grow into like thousands of trolls.
They got burnt from the explosion.
Not the arm.
Well, I mean, lots of it has been untouched, but you might take if you have
collect all in piles.
Yeah. Wake up, there's an
basically
orc on my
scoop
sword.
it up and like set fire to the
An
area where
alchemist
these
style vial on the pile that's remaining.
Huh?
Alchemist vial on the pile that remains.
I have flint and
Yeah, that's
steel.
fine.
Okay.
You
Result.
basically, for this case, was
Trolls are flammable.
you've
Yeah.
It's like incinerated most of the troll.
yeah, because the grass is so dry from the area. You smash a vial alchemist fire, it spreads, a little bit. It,
you
it
guys
destroys
flint,
the
right?
blood, and then
Yep.
you tap it all out.
Just use flint and steel.
But to answer your question,
Well, if you want to get rid of the
spells,
alchemist fire.
troll stick, troll oil, and other research purposes. Very valuable.
Yeah, I told you to bring those either.
Vials?
Nope.
Oh.
Shame.
I have a couple.
So
she wants
You
it.
miss anything else?
now,
Now.
Probably.
everyone roll perception checks.
Yeah,
My
explosion
best
causes
stash.
that attention.
19.
Okay.
24.
13.
18.
Okay, so you can see that in the tree, anybody who rolled above a 15 can see that in the tree line, there looks to be like a much larger tree that he was living in. And when you teleported in, you teleported into his territory, and so he came charging out.
I would like to
Feel a little
ransack the
bad.
tree for
Okay, roll a perception check.
things.
Maybe you'll find some bolts.
That is 20.
Okay, you find that there is a rotten log that he is storing treasure in. You find a +1 breastplate.
Oh no.
+1 breastplate.
You find a +1 longsword inscribed with the holy symbol of mirror.
+1 longsword of mirror.
This might interest you. A parapet of wound closure
That's
and a
Supernatural.
potion of neutralized poison.
That parapet of wound closure, I had one
I'll
of those
take the
before.
potion.
Different campaign. Really cool. item.
Cool. Now I don't have to write that down.
How does it work?
It gives you fast healing 1, so that
Yeah.
every round you always heal 1 hit
Parapet. That's a
point.
headpiece, right?
Oh, sweet.
No, I think it's a
Yes.
neck piece.
I
I'm
have
not wearing a
one.
necklace either.
Yeah.
I don't. I offer him the breastplate because, as ironic as it would be to give him something of wound closure. No, I'm not that.
I was
good at
considering
it.
that
Honestly, that'd be pretty funny and ironic, yes. But
Does any? Do
actually
you want a
will-
+1 longsword of mirror?
I will turn
I
down the
mean,
breastplate.
it would be a relic for sure.
I already have. Oh wait, I do not. Have
Unless
a
I can
+1
take
longsword
the
anymore.
Not really,
components of
but I have a
stealth
+1 great
breastplate
sword.
and apply it to.
Yeah, kind of, because
Okay.
it's stand with the
I'd prefer
tier,
just to have
tier
the
mirror
self-
had a
Yeah.
thing.
Tyr and mirror, they rhyme.
Yeah,
They're allied.
yeah, they're allied.
They're
as well,
part of
so-
the. There is a collection of Hyperborean deities. Tyr, Mirror, Mithras. Several of them are all allied together.
Alright. Yeah, I'll
my
take
money.
the longsword if you're not going to keep
This is
it.
your money.
I'm not going to keep it. You can have the longsword. I took the
Longsword,
parapet. I'm not. Look, the more gold and stuff I grab now, the less I carry out of the screaming fortress.
I was about to say, this breastplate I don't need either. So,
Did you just grab a handful of blessings?
so all the stuff that we don't want to carry or wear.
Because there's nothing there.
No. Where my baby powder blade?
All right, so all
Joking.
all the stuff that we don't want to weary
No,
or
you
or-
can't pay me back my own
or
money.
weary, carry and use. Can I get the weights of those so I can put them in the bag of holding and then keep track of the weight? in it?
Yeah. You can look up the weight of a breastplate in the book in front of you and then reduce its weight by 20%. Because it is magic.
Well, I mean, it's still better than the black breastplate you already wear. So you
I
might
want-
want to
I
just
want
take
the
He
one.
wants the stealth quality.
bonus, which is
We
the
are
weakest
about
thing.
to infiltrate.
Yeah, you are about to infiltrate. There's nothing that says he can't put the +1 on once they get inside.
Except for time.
If I die, take the parapet off my body. And
give it to
let
me.
don't let you get it.
I will make sure it goes to the most worthy of people.
Alright.
How much does the parapet weigh? Seeing.
Nothing. It's effectively minuscule.
Oh yeah! The only thing I grabbed, and it don't weigh shit.
One more day. I work Monday.
There are.
You're right. There's just a slash mark next to weight.
7 of you fucks. So, and I'll give you a bonus since you managed to defeat him in 1 round even before Gauss got to go, so everyone can have 500 XP.
Gauss doesn't get a turn, and we get bonuses for it.
Yeah.
I will
Never
get.
gave us Freddy.
I run.
We-
The other way.
I am aware, and no.
Where do I find the weight for armor?
Right. Look at the chart with all the armor.
So we're
on
at
it.
11,000
And then it'll be.
for 104.
Shield.
11,140 will be on the chart.
44.
11,100.
Go forward.
44.
Easy.
10,000.
Fixture.
That's good.
Okay.
Because we're at 10,000.
Alright, you are in the wrong spot.
500. Okay.
You're looking at magic items. You needed to go to equipment.
I just got
A breastplate.
644.
Is 30
That's
pounds.
why I'm confused.
20% of 30 is 6, so this one weighs 24.
You got an extra for reasons.
Okay. So take the weight.
Worth at
Yeah,
least
no,
he
2,000
got
gold
extra, 'cause
pieces.
he just said
just
11,000
itself.
something.
So what are we at?
I'm at 10,640
Nope.
if we just got 500 for that.
Yeah, I'll make Alec carry the breastplate because it is worth at least 2,000 gold pieces. Being
I was already at 10,644, so you guys must have got XP
Yes.
one
Alec,
day I
what's
wasn't
in the
here.
breastplate?
Well, no, that would have been. You guys got XP for the day I wasn't here.
That's a 28 on the appraise check. How about how?
Blake, how much XP do we have?
2,200, 200, 350.
That's a really nice.
10,944?
breastplate we got there.
Yeah.
10,944.
He just gave it to you. So
Everybody's
can I
got
have that
something
breastplate that he gave
different.
to you?
It's
No, because then he's just gonna give it to me.
I got
Oh, I'm just gonna put it in the
Move
bag
this
of holding
500,
for now.
$10,640.
I was just gonna. Here's your $2,000 fucking loan back.
What?
I'm sorry, I
Push
gave
it
you
back.
money. I expect money in return.
Okay, because I had that before the 500,
I'm not trying to
but I
be
don't
a
really
dick, but I
care.
gotta use that
So,
breastplate.
we'll just
Oh,
say
wait,
we're at that.
full plate.
Take your
10,600.
500.
And
No.
I don't need a longsword because he's great swords.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay
Yeah.
there too.
Yeah.
But if I messed up
Fast
calculations,
healing.
sure.
That's
Yeah.
the
Possible.
essentially.
Huh?
times a day.
Probably weren't
I
paying
don't know.
attention when
It's
I
not.
did that
It's a
XP at some
standing.
point.
I have
See, I'm
fast
not
ticket
going
one
crazy.
now.
Then what are we at?
Pretty good.
If it ain't
At least
possible.
that's the way Dylan stated.
10,944 is
Yeah.
what we should have at a
Not the
baseline
fifth
because I'm at the
version.
minimum.
Okay, so
There is
but
a-
I got
here, I
extra
got it right
XP
here.
That's where I'm
from
at
the
too.
move,
I'm
so
at.
I
Really?
Yeah, you guys got
yeah.
extra XP.
So I was right.
Alright, so the wearer of this
11,000.
parapet on
Yeah,
him
you should
becomes
add-
stable if his hit points drop below 0.
You're at like
But not until parapet doubles the
11,400.
wearer's normal rate of healing.
11,444.
Healing of the wounds that
144.
would not
We did
do
get
so
some while
normally.
you were
I think
when you
that's
were
the fast
unconscious.
healing
Your
one
character was
stop.
unconscious. We had that big raid when Ryan was here.
So you
that
have
we could get
one
XP
of
when you weren't here.
Whatever you
And the
times
funny
it.
thing is, hit point damage caused by
You guys got
bleeding
XP
is
bonus.
negated for this wearer, so we really should have gave it to him.
So
but
you
we
should
didn't.
be.
He doesn't have hit point damage from bleeding.
144.
He's just magically bleeding.
It's just
So,
The front
What
line
items
should
did we
have,
not
which
take
totally is not,
and
you know,
turn using.
I'm using the parapet. He's got the +1 long sword. You got the breastplate, and he wanted the potion, so everything.
Okay, so the only thing that's not currently being worn or used is the breastplate.
Yeah.
Alright. Just need to make sure of that.
Okay.
good.
Alright,
Oh, you're not wearing the
It's
breastplate?
time for lose that match.
Alright. Do you want to investigate the forest, or do you want to go straight to the fortress?
Straight to the fortress.
Alright.
I'm here to do a gerb.
like there was a whole
Pan to behind a tree. There's an ancient sword resting in a stone.
And it's
Forget
empty.
that.
It's like
No.
one day someone should
Alright,
have pulled me from this.
So,
tree.
This is the Razor Coast Gatling.
it takes you one day of travel to close on the fortress.
Yes, there it is.
You traveled light. Everyone is either in light or medium load, so you're able to basically spend your rounds double moving for the whole day. So you have hurried.
95.
Okay.
Plus times.
You were at the base of the mountain pass that leads up to the old merchant military road and to the fortress itself. That night, you make camp and set your watch as normal. However, you all find difficulty sleeping as somewhere late in the night the howling begins and comes down from the fortress. It is almost like a blood-curdling scream rather than a wolf or hyena's howl or a cackle, respectively.
Sounds like we're a day late.
If
If only we didn't stay for like 3 days.
What happens?
Nah,
Alright?
we can bring back their
Everyone roll
bodies.
a fortitude save.
A fortitude save.
You really gonna make me do this, bro?
Yes.
21.
Oh, that's bad.
Yes. You fail.
23.
Pass. Did anybody get below a 12?
Hi.
It depends what kind of fortitude save it was.
It does actually for him.
It is a mundane,
He's gonna be
non-magic, non-enchantment.
You mean for cold weather?
No.
For the hound.
No.
Alright, what'd you get?
8.
Okay, so you 3, for the next day, you're at a -1 to your d20 rolls from from a weird, unsettling fatigue. This is not really something you've heard before or experienced, but through the night, what little sleep you do get, you have like your nightmares cause you a lingering amount of fear to go into the fortress.
Trust me, it wasn't the nightmares about the howling.
No, you would also dream about it.
Oh, god damn it.
Or just a giant megalodon?
That, yes,
Asher also has
that's good.
been.
Wolf.
That matters.
All right.
I slept pretty well. Thank you very much.
Really?
So you have to
when
check for
remove
shatter
fear,
damage?
Get rid of that.
Yes.
Alright, the next day when I wake up from my sleepless night, I will cast remove fear on myself.
Okay. So you take a few minutes to prep it, and then you cast it on yourself.
Correct.
Okay.
I just gotta say, you know,
So
he
is
doesn't
that
poop,
sonic
right? He just
based?
shards.
Yes, but it doesn't do damage.
Oh, good. That would hurt
Yes, it would have hurt
a lot.
a lot.
I'd be like, yep, you guys have fun now. I'm gonna go back to the forest. Troll.
Because of sonic damage?
Yes. Hurts. This is my insights.
Once again,
Okay.
you just shard.
You continue into the fortress. As you approach,
Is there a long ramp going up to it?
there is.
Oh, they love that pump.
Alright, we
It's
gotta
a
find.
You know, real hard off.
Okay, we gotta find the hidden shack, go from the middle of the well.
Looks like this. Everybody who wants to. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of a causeway that leads up to it.
Okay.
All right.
Is there
At the base of the causeway, there is a gatehouse. Everyone roll perception checks. Okay.
For a total
I need-
of 28.
12, 19.
22.
29.
All right. So everyone who got above a 20,
Yep.
God damn it.
you can see.
7.
Yeah, but you're short.
Well, it was in that one, so.
That's a problem.
Hey, in case you look like me now.
All right. So the encroaching forest has long concealed the weathered granite crag that rises 600 feet above the Forest of Hope. A long escarpment rising from the forest floor to the gaping stone maw at a point 350 feet up the slope is all that remains of the once mighty gates that were long ago burned to ash. If you pass the DC 20 perception check, you note the presence of ghostly sentries walking along the jagged walls.
Did he floating?
Man, I don't see shit.
They are, I think most of you got above a 20 rolled fairly well, so the ones who do see would note that they are gnolls they have like a ghostly visage about themselves, but they are
Oh.
gnolls.
They look spooky,
Ghost
They look
gnolls.
spooky.
which means they might have ghostly spooky powers.
And there is a lower gatehouse that separates the main causeway leading up to the forest from the forest.
Makes sense.
All right. So you can see some sentries posted at the gatehouse as well. Do you want to try to maneuver around the gatehouse or take it by force?
I say we sneak in through the well.
Definitely be quiet and not let them know about our presence.
I would love to stealth.
So would I, but it's just not in the cards, homie.
Yeah.
Just not in the cards.
Does our
Let me tell you, we are gonna
eye in the
make more
sky see anything
noise
else besides
than-
these two? Is it two cards we see?
You see some. You would need Alan to fly ahead and get an exact number.
Alan, be careful when you get up there if you don't mind, please. Tell us what you see.
Oh man, you don't pay me for this.
So he returns after a few minutes and he says 8 enemies, dog people,
Alright, there's no doors up there.
Dog.
That he could see.
gnolls.
Oh my god. How dare they insult dogs like that? We
How
should
much
kill
is-
them.
How high up is the wall, roughly?
Which wall? The wall of the fortress or the wall of the
It's
gates?
the front gates, because that's where it can pass the front gates first.
The gates maybe 30 feet.
I
They're
could throw
not.
Gauss over
They're
that.
the remains of a gatehouse. They're not really
I
a
am
standing
Oh, the
Structure
structure is
anymore.
like
derelict. At
Gotcha.
best. Yeah.
Guys, I
so.
could
There's
throw
actually
Gauss
like
30
shorter
feet in the air,
sections
easy.
too.
Yeah.
No one tosses a cup.
I have a question.
I like it.
Is there, well, 2 questions.
Cobalt cannon.
One, are we on
I
are
should've
we on
put
top of a mountain or
Spider
like
Climb.
inside a valley? View of a
We
valley?
can edit.
You are on the western slope of the mountains,
Alright.
and there is a
Expected.
valley that
Yeah,
leads
that's
up to
what I
the
mean.
fortress.
Makes sense.
Okay. Second question. Is there wind?
Yes, coming from the north
I need
to the south.
Is it loud enough to
I'm
mask
just gonna
the
take
sound
fly,
of
but
my
I haven't
shooting?
actually
No,
done that.
it is a slight breeze.
Duly noted.
There's a cold wind blowing from the north.
Duly noted.
But once again, I could throw Gauss over the wall. It's only 30 feet.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
Well, if you guys want to try stealthing, we can, but I doubt me or you are going to be able to actually.
Oh yeah,
get
we're not
very far.
stealthing.
Yeah.
But we could get them past the point where it would be a problem if they caught us.
was about to say the 3 loudest party members could definitely be a distraction. But then they would have.
Well, once again, if you bayonet instead of pow pow, you won't be that loud, and you'll maintain your stealth.
I mean, I have a melee weapon.
So you want us to stay behind and have them?
No. Just hold back a little
You're a
bit
meat
to
shield.
give them
What do you
time to
think?
properly get hiding poles.
Ah, I see.
I have a shot at
Ambush.
1 guard. Should I take it though?
No, because
Yeah.
you don't actually shoot anything.
Are they?
You
Are
blow
the
stuff.
guards going like this kind of
Yeah,
thing?
let's do
Are they going like crossing by each other?
They're in a nondescript
You should give a
pattern,
couple of those to
roaming.
him.
They're bolts. These are arrows.
If they happen to cross paths, I would say blow them up.
We could ambush them, try to draw them out, maybe.
You do realize that
Ghosts?
I mean, we
Boom.
could just walk
No,
around
no,
not as
the
loud
house
as
Do
with
we have
kids,
ghost touch
but
weapons?
still,
I mean, I don't see ghosts. I
We
just think they're
circle
ghosts.
around. We blow that up, and then we go
Sure.
around to attack in the back.
I didn't pass a perception check.
We have one problem with this plan still. 2 of us are a little loud just by the
I can switch to arrows for a little bit. I'm not as effective. But in regards to the question of ghost, some of you should still have Holy Weapon Bomb, which counts as ghost salt, so should work. On a melee, unfortunately,
Technically, I
one
think
attack.
his +1 longsword probably do it.
Maybe, maybe not.
Well, it's got
The
a holy
wa-
symbol on it.
The water you gave us coated his ammunition to coat ammunition
They're not-
for like
no,
bolts.
The gnolls
The-
are not ghosts.
They just
They-
have ghost like.
But
they
to answer-
look ghostly.
But to answer your question, the bomb he has will coat his ammunition. The holy
Actually,
water,
Can I expect the longsword
you can
quick to see
splash
if it
on
has
those.
any
But
sort of effect on it?
What do you mean?
You
Like,
want
if
to
it's a
check that
holy
+1 longsword I gave
It's a
him?
+1 longsword.
Okay.
No, it's just got a symbol on it.
Yeah,
Symbol doesn't
it,
do
the
anything for it.
master craftsman going into it dedicates it to mirror.
Okay.
Okay.
okay. I'm climbing the wall then.
I will switch to my sword.
I will try not
With
to make
spider
very much
climb?
noise.
Me too.
I mean, you guys
No,
made
my
quick
spider
roll.
powers.
You guys made quick
Right.
work of the
So
troll,
I'm
and
just
it
gonna,
was a
like-
CR 2 levels higher than this.
Well, that's because I specialty crit and got a special card that increased like the dice by 2 and made it into
we
a
all
multiple of
also
3.
like
Also,
attacked him at one point in time.
also, 3 of us.
I'll
we
ride
weren't
on your
trying to be
back.
stealthy. We're trying to be stealthy.
Well,
I'm stealthing my
they're
way
gonna
there.
die. I mean, it doesn't bother me. We're just
Okay,
gonna
well,
jump.
you can try to stealth up to them and attack. You can try to full frontal attack, or if you want to try to do a survival
Okay.
check to navigate a way around in the mountain passes,
Okay,
you
guys.
can.
How about
Like
both?
that one.
How about both plans?
All 3.
Split. Alright.
Never mind.
Do you want us to go and do the survival checks and have them stealth? Was that your plan?
I don't have a plan.
Who has the highest survival check? The survival.
Probably
skill
Issa.
vestige.
11.
Yeah, 7.
Since he's medium, and I'm small though, could I ride him as a mount as he spider climbs up the wall?
But will he let you is the question.
Alright, so I say
I got a shard in my ass.
Oh, I was
mean,
gonna
we
whisper
might
and
as well
spider
just do
again.
the full
would the
frontal
mount
since
or would the forces get us
everybody's-
around the gatehouse,
Most-
or would
since
we
most
come
of us
up to
can't
another
stealth.
part of it?
You don't know.
We can try.
Like,
but
depending on
just-
depending on what you find in the mountain passes, you could
I mean, we're
appear
going to
anywhere
a
beneath the
mountain
causeway and have to
fortress.
climb
I
it.
think we're gonna be
You could
at a
appear at the base of the
disadvantage
fortress and
anyway
have to climb up. You could appear in an underground cavern. You don't know.
So
The-
our 2
We
options
look
currently
foolish.
are
This side
stealth
one.
or full frontal
With
assault.
the
We
shit
can always
that
just
goes
roll a
up
dice
and
I was about to say
Again,
roll
yeah,
evens or
decisive.
odds to see
I
what
know.
we do.
I'm waiting for it.
How derelict does the actual gates look?
I mean, it's the remains of a gatehouse. There really isn't a portcullis or anything.
Oh, so it's just like an open hallway.
Yeah.
Oh,
Charge?
Let's go.
Who wants to do
and we'll
it?
yell out
So-
the great warrior's name of Sir Jenkins of Leroy.
Oh, yes, yes.
So what you would see is that the sentries
Oh,
posted
God,
there
I
aren't
see.
actually closing a gate or anything. They're mostly just keep making sure only gnolls
Come in.
use it. Yeah, come in and go out.
Disguise check is what you're saying.
I told you should have took the troll skin. Troll? No, it's only one letter off.
Alright. I say we just
It's cobalt.
also your camera frame's off, by the way. Like the actual PVC camera.
What?
What do you mean?
One of
see
your
what you're saying.
the struts is out
Lower.
of the
Oh,
whole
Oh,
yeah.
it's not.
The
Oh,
PVC.
the camera's Picture's fine.
Okay.
I'll fix it.
I say we just go for it. I mean, if we're all gonna just be indecisive like
I would
this.
state because we have distance, and one shot.
Distance.
Why don't they take stealth positions outside of you? We march in as the melee strikers, draw them out. They ambush while we play cleanup.
Deal.
Well, it's not just you and me who need to agree to the plan.
Well, I'm good for that. Anyone else got anything?
Sounds about right.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Okay, so if you are making a stealth check to set up the ambush, roll your stealth.
Roll high.
And
That's not
if you're
necessarily
trying to goad them
Steve, roll
out, roll a bluff.
Oh, if we're out front, we got a bluff?
Yeah.
Okay, one blue
There it
check.
is.
Alright, Issa. Stealth or bluff?
That is charisma based.
Stealth and 12.
I like it.
It's Grandier.
We're doing bluff for 16.
Gauss.
Don't worry, I'll carry us with the blue.
Yeah.
Performance 30. Wait,
Right.
are you marching out the front or are you
I mean,
stealthing?
you-
15 stealth. Could have been better.
You can do a performance and go with them.
Van.
24 on
You
stage.
Like
could
a
ride on,
form-
you could ride on the cleric's
Pretending
shoulder.
to be a kobold.
25.
Bluff.
Like I did that.
Yes.
25.
Oh, you know what?
Alec?
Shit, that might work.
CX on
Tell me
stealth.
Oh, fuck.
Yawa.
Well,
You did.
stealth.
It was either a
Because
6
you
or a
forgot
2.
You said 12?
12.
Okay.
While I'm stealthing, I want to perform as well.
Oh my god.
Like a mime?
Yes. I want to pretend to be a gnoll, pretending to be a kobold, being stealthy.
I think you got that backwards.
Yes.
Yeah. 28.
Oh my god.
Nat
Cool.
20. That's when you roll it.
No.
You know what? That was your one shot. Your crit shot. Gone.
Yeah.
Not wasted.
It's
No,
funny.
fair enough.
I've been watching him roll the dice every once in a while and just randomly just keep rolling 20s.
Alright, everyone roll a d20.
20.
Oh, there it is.
See? Called it.
Oh, 20.
Called it.
Yeah.
Nice.
20.
Oh, really? Oh, that's 3 20s on the board, guys.
15. Sorry.
I just rolled an 18.
I just brought down the average.
6. I brought it down.
Well, I hope that was worth it. 20. Not 20.
20.
15.
18.
That's 20.
1.
Okay.
Well, you wanted to roll low. These were their perception checks to find you.
Oh, God! Oh, wait, so we wanted to roll
Yeah, we
high.
did great. Yeah.
Wait, what?
We wanted to roll high. We're the bait.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
But
You guys wanted to roll low. We wanted to roll high.
I did my job well.
Yeah, but did my performance of 28 deceive them?
No.
But it's a really
You were
good
too
job.
stealthy.
You
performed
are
the hell
off
out
by
of it.
yourself because everyone's kind of fanned out for this ambush, and you're like, you know, what would be a great idea right now to break stealth. So you start your performance, which draws their attention more than just them walking up. They look out and they go, "Why is there a lizard? Why are there enemies? Enemies at the gate!" And you hear them start to howl, collectively howl, and they actually
Started to
retreat
howl
up
off.
the causeway a little bit.
Oh.
So
Darn.
everyone's gonna roll initiative.
Oh, good.
Damn.
I would have
Here
guessed
comes
you
the
acted
dragon.
so well. They're like, no, it's that good.
Oh, I saw that coming. You're retired.
Retired it.
That's cocked.
Issa,
7.
Grendier,
That's 11.
4.
Gauss.
5.
Jesus, guys. Van,
12. I wanted to say 6.
Zorak,
But
19.
Well, rolling
Alec,
high didn't
10.
work.
Yawa.
16.
Which is off by 1 roll.
Who's feeling lucky?
I am.
I am. Oh.
Really?
1d20.
Really one?
1d20?
You're feeling
1d20.
lucky over there?
Yeah, he
One?
rolled a 1.
5.
And then
You want to roll low. This is their initiative.
Okay.
he rolled high, though.
Issa, what's your initiative mod?
3.
Okay. Eric, you have the con. They are at long range. I'll allow you to charge a straggler if you want to close into melee.
I'm not going to charge a straggler. I'm going to prepare to strike the first one of them to get within melee striking distance of me, and assist with their stealth checks by screaming at the top of my lungs.
Okay, you see them. They are retreating up the causeway.
Ah.
Do you pursue them, or do you wait for them to come back?
Searching a new position.
You're smart. Shut the fuck up. I'm thinking.
Okay.
Probably maintain position.
Maintain position. Okay.
We're the bait, not the assaulting front.
Okay. I will. Would you like to take the gate and move to a more defensible position, or do you want to stay out in the open?
I'll hold the gate. Yeah. I'll
Okay.
take
So
the
you
gate.
close onto the gate. Yawa.
I will close under the gate and then hold my action to shoot anyone that gets within point blank distance.
Okay. So as the both of you close onto the gate, you can see there were 8 of them. They are, because they're running, they can't really stop and take a deep breath to howl, but they are trying to get something's attention from further up the causeway. They are effectively acting as, they're Bruce, somebody just knocked on the door. They're just standing and barking. Freaking out and barking.
They're banners.
Sure. Alright, so you take the gate and you ready in action to shoot. Van.
Van takes a shot at a regular arrow infused with a little bit of contribution bonus. About a 25 versus AC.
You hit the level 1 gnolls.
Yes.
You hit both of them with one fucking arrow. Good job.
Because they fled as a group, I will have a d6 of them make reflex saves for splash damage.
Not a bomb.
Huh?
Not a bomb.
Oh, just a regular arrow?
This is a arrow infused with some fire and acid, so no boom.
Okay.
He does take 17 damage.
You
Fire
kill
and
one.
acid. Alright, guys. I got mine. Rest is on you.
Usually a very weak enemy in the running obey and yell.
I will. No, that was my move action. Load it too. Shit.
I feel like the plan has fallen to shit once again.
Alright.
Very quickly.
Uruk and
You
Yawa
did say
taking the gate.
wow
Van,
stealth,
you still have a move action. You can move halfway to the gate.
I use move action to load the special.
Ah, alright. You are still out in the open then. Alec.
I will shoot one of them with my light crossbow.
Alright, roll a hit.
That's a 13 to hit.
A 13 hits.
5 damage.
5 damage, you wound 1. Roll luck. 3d6. Ones are bad, 6s are good.
5, 3, 3.
5 through 3. Okay. You wound it in a. It is still running and screaming, however, it is starting to fall behind.
You wounded
Issa.
Can still shoot since they've already broken.
Okay. Are you shooting at the one he has wounded or a fresh one?
The one wounded.
Okay. Roll to hit.
That's a hard question. Do it.
You hit. Roll damage. You finish that one off. Movement.
I'll stay there.
Okay. The gnolls continue to retreat. Gauss.
Alright, I'm going to cast a spell
Yeah.
while doing a performance.
Oh, hey, I would have done 7
I'm going to
damage.
go ahead and perform. Well, can I just use my last one, pretending to be a
Sure.
gnoll?
Yeah.
Okay. With a 28, I'm going to continue pretending to be a gnoll, but I'm going to cast message so that I can communicate to how many gnolls are there left running?
6.
6.
6. Okay, I think I can communicate to at least 4 of them, maybe 5, 4 of them. I'm gonna like gnoll at them, saying, "Oh man, like we should stop running and take revenge, Cobalt, on our fallen brothers, Cobalt."
Do you
I mean,
speak Gnoll?
No. Oh no, I'm speaking in Draconic.
Okay.
Okay, but I'm
Do
gonna
gnolls
try and
know
make it sound gnolly.
Okay. Roll linguistics.
That's a thing.
That's a thing.
Oh, son of a
3.
bitch.
Okay.
Yip, 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 yip.
So you do that, and what else are you doing?
Yeah, just moving up 30 feet closer to my companions.
Take
All
the
right.
gate.
Grendier.
I'm gonna go take the gate and then prepare an action to attack whenever something gets close to us.
Like
Whenever an enemy gets close to us.
Okay.
One
So
that's not acting.
that was the first round of combat. 2 gnolls have been slain.
Yes.
No.
Uruk, you are at the gate. You can see now at the gate that they basically had a very rough camp set up. These look to be like just whelps who are just old enough to hold a weapon, but not really old enough to fight. And so, at any sign of trouble, they just start howling and screaming and running for help.
Wow.
And so, they have a little bit of food, some sleeping areas and stuff like that set up, but for the most part, their job is to stand out here by the abandoned gate. What are you doing?
I'm shutting the gate.
There is no gate.
So it's just a big open.
Yeah, it's effectively the remains of a gatehouse.
Okay.
Archway.
Yeah, it's an archway.
I start moving up.
Okay, you move up. Yawa.
How far is the nearest tent?
Nearest tent, within 1 move action.
Says how much weight we can let go of our
I
heads.
will.
It's going to be flipped overhead.
I will. Once they all gather,
Okay.
they decide.
Alright, Van.
Do I say more? Are they still in the distance of a boat?
Yes, after this round, as long as you take your move action to move up, they'll be within range of the bow.
Alright,
If you don't move, they'll be in your first range, or in your
Okay.
second range increment.
I get closer anyway, so I'll move up and just take a regular shot at the enemy.
Okay.
11?
11 misses.
Yep.
Okay, so moving standard, you have a swift.
Grab another arrow.
Okay. Alec?
I'll do the same. I'll move forward so they're staying within my first range, and I'll take a shot on them.
Okay.
This is
Okay. Make sure you keep track of your ammunition.
Mm-hmm.
Issa?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna shoot.
Okay. That was like most of the
17.
17 hits. Okay. You wound another. They move. So if you have a... They are like halfway between long range and the second range increment. So they're about 150 to 180 feet away from you.
Are they double maybe?
They are. They are fleeing. Gauss.
I want to go ahead and move. About how much do these things weigh?
A null?
Yeah.
Too easily
No. They're small.
I am a thing.
Okay.
How much do you weigh?
Like 50 pounds.
That's how much they weigh.
Okay, I'm gonna move over to the nearest knoll that was dropped, and try and like pick it up, and carry it over top of me and mannequin it sort of thing.
You want to meat puppet a dead knoll pup.
Yeah.
He wants to meet marionette action.
Okay, so you close to the gate. None of them were slain at the gate, so your next round can move to get pup and interact with it.
Yep.
Okay,
At least he's not wearing it.
Grendier.
Yeah. If I had time.
I'm going to. Has everyone else moved up
They
yet?
didn't
Out
know
of the
that.
gates?
For the most part, everyone has moved to the gate.
To the gate, yeah. No one's actually left the gate yet.
Correct.
I guess
did.
it's better to. You moved away from the gate?
I said I'm moving up
Just
towards
to
the.
advance.
Well, yeah, but you're within a move action of the
Okay.
gate.
Well, then I guess I'll front line it along with him.
Okay. The causeway is 15 feet wide, so you could stand two, adjacent to each other, and maybe even have a third melee fighter if you needed.
If we had one.
Also,
This is where I put a melee.
Yeah.
these are knolls for fighting?
Yes.
There's no.
You know?
Oh, they're knoll pups, no.
What?
That's, it's not a real monster. It's a
Killing
knoll. It's a
babies.
very small one.
What do you? Yeah, like it's
13.
not.
I was just looking at, like, weight and stuff.
Yeah.
We're
No,
still
they're not.
Jason Bourne.
They're not a full-grown adult.
Got it.
We're the
No.
Jason.
So you're just like,
They were
you're
not
slung,
scared,
like,
fucking-
essentially like a small child under your
That's
leg.
his
and
plan
run
to
with
do.
it.
He's gonna get
No,
there.
I'm not just running with it, but I'm doing that next turn.
Ah, sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm puppeting.
Round 3. Uruk. Continue up.
In fact, double.
Double move. Okay. I will allow you to charge if you want, since you've basically
Is
been.
there one within charging distance?
Yeah. There.
Then
I
charge.
can't.
All right,
stand
roll to
this in
hit.
seconds, but I appreciate your.
That's 17 on the
ability
back.
to
You
use
hit.
Small creature.
That is 10 plus 7. That is 17 damage.
You cut it in half. Sling the bits over the 30 or 40 foot drop up the causeway so far. All right.
Fuck them.
So 3 have died.
Don't get any
4
ideas.
have now died. 1 has been wounded.
This is why you don't go camping and have knoll sex in the knoll woods. Because Knoll Jason Voorhees will show up.
All right, Yawa.
Has the entire party run over to the gate?
For the most part, except Grendir and Uruk have moved past the gate and are making their way up the causeway. Grendir is moving a little bit slower, as dwarves only have a base speed of 20. However, Uruk has managed to pursue the pack all the way up and has basically cleaved one. Not basically, literally cleaved one.
Essentially.
Allegedly.
I will.
I'm sorry, this half of the knoll agrees with this half of the knoll.
Causeway's
that I
50
did.
feet long.
Yes.
Anything on and that's just like being on the
Yep.
Does not really offer. Oh, what here? I guess I'll advance.
What's the max range of the musket? They're within shooting distance.
Yeah, but
If
that
you-
should have
Well,
Still though.
they're less than 120 feet because I just
So
moved
So
30
your
feet and
max
charged
range
to
actually
hit.
60?
my first range increment is 40.
Ah.
My second range increment is 100.
Then just move up 5 feet.
Move up 30.
That doesn't make
Let
sense.
everyone roll.
Range increments are equal.
Equal.
Yeah, I think it's
Really?
120, and if they're within 40, it's touch. You can still shoot out to 120 or whatever it is, and just do a normal accuracy on the class.
And they hit on a 17, so you got a shot.
That's. I mean,
Well, they were hitting on a lot lower than that too.
Blow his head off. Murder no.
Once again, I was able to charge and kill one.
that's not the problem. It's the amount of sound that will radiate from it.
Yeah, because the sound of me charging is very.
Not as loud as a musket
I was about to say not as loud as a musket going off in a ravine. That can
Well,
be heard, that'll be heard for miles.
You could throw it and use the bayonet as a spear.
There you go.
We also have shark coming after us, so I guess, yeah.
Megalodon.
Megalodon. Don't downplay
Demon,
my god.
actually.
Oh, we got a guppy behind us, guys.
What are you doing?
I will begrudgingly shoot.
Alright, roll to hit.
I miss.
What are you doing?
I rolled a 4.
Yeah, you miss. Alright.
But
How
you
loud was
tried.
that shot?
Now that
It
we've
was
announced
as
our
loud as a
presence.
musket shot is.
In a ravine
Yes.
that could
Yeah.
be echoed and heard for miles.
Yeah, but the good
Oh,
news
boy.
is how do you choose the exact spot it originated from in a valley like that that's echoing? It's just all over the place.
I still have move action.
Sure.
Yeah,
It's nondescript movement.
And then let's say
He turns around and moves on.
Yeah, you can move up.
30 feet.
I'll take another regular shot at the end. 20 bucks.
Okay.
What's your 21, I believe?
21 hits.
21 hits. That's AC.
Yes.
It's 8.
That's 8 arrow piercing damage.
You finish off the wounded one, he hits. So only 3 remain.
Once again, I
Move.
Stay
Stay at the gate or keep moving in.
I will stay at the gate because I'm ranged for now.
Okay, Alec.
I will move forward still towards where he goes, and I'll take another shot as well.
Alright.
Yeah, 17 on the die.
Alright, you good?
Only one way to find out.
just let Paul stay.
That's
If
another
only you
5.
had this feat.
Okay.
I
You need
took
another
the roll
one?
and
Anything else?
he took
So
Just
bone
keep my
special?
wits about me, make sure nothing tries to attack us from behind me.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm waiting for it.
Good. Second.
Lisa.
I'm taking a shot at the wounded one.
Okay. You hit. You finish. 6 down, 2 to go. Move action to close.
Where am I? Am I at the gate?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do it.
Okay. The Knowles double move away. I'll allow an attack of opportunity since you've closed.
Yes. 15 on the deck.
You hit. I'm pretty sure your minimum damage at least knocks it unconscious.
Alright, that's going to be 11 damage.
You knock it unconscious.
Would my cleave
Take your foot.
Do you have cleave?
Actually, I do. Power attack and cleave.
I'll
Did you bring
allow
that
it.
with you?
It's a feat, jackass. I'm sorry, I need to see a mouthy son of a bitch on your character sheet, sir. 12.
You do have a trait
Plus
section.
7.
Hit.
Oh, shit.
Their armor class is 13.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, I just
8, 9,
missed
10,
by
11,
one.
12, 13.
You kill that one.
Alright, I rolled doubles. Does that mean I get to roll again?
No, but you do go directly to jail. Alright, so
Son of a
in
bitch!
3 rounds of combat, you've managed to eliminate the sentries at the gate. However, there was quite a bit of noise between howling, charging, and musket fire.
Way to go, Jamie.
You all goaded me into shooting them.
It's fine.
Oh, yeah.
You have to kill all the gnolls eventually, whether you do it in the fortress or you do it down here.
To kill them, Murder Hobo DM.
Quick.
No,
Now, everybody,
you-
blood
Diplomacy.
no blood
You made
all over
peace
your
with
chest
them.
and lay down on the
You know,
ground.
you know,
Where do you think the entity
Oh,
is getting its...
2 good luck and a 5. No bad luck.
Oh,
So, the occupants of the fortress do not appear to sense the disturbance.
Is the fortress still howling?
Huh?
Is it howling still? The
No,
fortress.
that was over the course of the night.
Okay.
and this is dawn.
A little past dawn, but yeah.
Okay. So here's what we do. We skin a gnoll, we put it on top of the kobold, and then we do kobold in gnoll skin get help.
I think he's already on it.
What's your alignment? No!
Neutral.
You're lawful neutral.
Yeah, but I'm
I'm
not the
not.
one doing the skinning or wearing the skin. I'm just aiding and
You're not
abetting.
even supposed to be
proving it.
associating with him.
I
If he would go to do that, you'd be like, that's uncalled for.
Like, I'm not going to stop him because it doesn't benefit me.
Is there any
But I'm not going to
sign
help
of
him because it doesn't benefit
No,
me.
I do.
For
have a
their
question.
people in the other gates?
No,
Guards.
the occupants of the fortress have not noticed.
I'm gonna collect my arrows.
Okay, roll to collect your arrows, roll to collect your ammunition. Question.
No, it's not worth it.
Okay, you fail to collect on a 1. Anything else, you get the arrow back. On
Okay,
a 1,
yes.
it's 2 damage, they're gone.
Did any of the
Maybe
gnolls
it's on a
have
D6.
a crossbow of any kind?
Yes. Yes.
Do they have bolts for Gauss?
Yeah,
Basically.
that's essentially what I'm asking is, do they have any bolts for Gauss?
Pretty
See?
useful.
Now, I'm going to warn you, these are null bolts. They were
I
formerly
mean,
owned
they're
by
his
a null.
sized.
Doesn't bother
And
me.
he
take
might
the
find them
two.
filthy and unusable.
I take the 2 bolts
I
that I
think so.
just
No.
picked out of the gnolls like
Oh
back
yeah,
that
that's
I
right. It's
shot.
not gnolls
Yeah.
for you. It's goblins.
Here you go. I give you 2 bolts. So you have 3 bolts altogether.
Yeah.
Alright,
Now you
yes.
have more shots.
They
Roll.
each have a light crossbow with 10 bolts.
So that's 20 bolts right there.
There you
10
go.
each. There you go.
You got 10.
Wait, hold on.
Can I
You don't get it.
ransack
No, 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 no.
the
I understand.
tents?
He's just giving away shit, but he owes you money.
You're a piece of shit.
Yeah, that means going to your character.
Hey,
as well.
why doesn't everybody go on ahead? I think Alex is hurt and needs to lay on these hands.
Oh, does he need medical healing?
No, he needs to lay on these hands. Get walking.
But yeah, you better collect those belts so you got some ammunition.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think this is a good spot to stop.
That's good. That's for a break.
All right.
And
Right
slowly
before I get my ass
silently-
Well, no, I mean like for the night,
Oh.
unless you guys want to keep going.
Oh, what
I'm
time is
okay
it?
with
I'm
that.
good with stopping.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Good.
It's
Keep it
it's
going.
11:30.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's fine. Because everything on this is going to be much more longer and
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get really.
Do we
into it if
want to
we
get
start now.
inside first, so this way when
No,
we
I
start,
think
I always
think
wanna get
I think
inside.
learning from all right, let's actually hammer out some details since our attack at the gatehouse effectively failed before we actually try to take the fortress.
Yeah. It's like, hey, fly by the seat of her pants. Oh shit.
I'm not trying to like spoil or anything though, but like
We're all
they-
good at that.
if you don't take this seriously, you will be overrun with gnolls and die.
Okay.
We had a plan, ambush, and then.
Okay, so you stand behind me ready to heal. You guys all funnel them straight into me, and I'll just keep cleaving.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
I'll probably die.
Yeah, you sneak behind enemy lines in a moleskin.
Still
Yes.
XP from last week.
How are you okay with this
hands.
if I'm not allowed to be okay with this?
Well, I know. This is Joshua talking, not Gwen.
Oh, okay.
So you say?
You're still wearing the beard.
Okay.
All right.
How do we know?
Beard's weird.
You should skin
Beard
the
no
beast.
kind of. Yeah.
Huh?
No, next week for last.
All right. So with the XP from last week, I already gave you XP for the troll, but for taking the gatehouse, everyone can have 900.
Another 900?
Another 900.
12. Wait.
No.
Most of that is from last week. This encounter, I think, between all of you is only worth like 125.
11
each?
No, well, 2 each of you. Yeah.
I'm at 12,000.
Okay, cool. Simple. 32 away. I'm behind that.
All right.
So we're gonna continue this one the following week. 'Cause
Yeah,
week's
next week
week.
we're gonna have a nice one shot.
And we're doing Call of Cthulhu.
Yes.
Oh.
So
I've
get
never
ready
actually
for
played
that.
that.
So we're
system.
actually not playing this next week. Enjoy that.
All right.
Awesome.
Unless Joshua shows up, I got it.
What do we need to do for yours?